my body just went weird for a second. I wasn't sure I was going to yawn or sneeze, but it's neither. So there's that. But hello, everybody, to this very not very quite hot Wednesday. Well, at least here in the UK it is. Cause it's gonna be a hard week. It's gonna be like. It's gonna get like, I'm not looking forward to this. I swear the heat waves of late, they're getting more frequent. But, it's gonna be like, I can't remember now. I think it's like 30 degrees, by Sunday. But it's gonna gradually go up. Like today's 27. No, Saturday is in fact 31. Yay! I'm not gonna go the whole singing and dance why like that isn't why it's worse in the UK. Just look it up. But I did get myself a new fan cooler. It's a towered one. I looked on Amazon reviews. A lot of people were saying like on the reviews that it's very good at cooling the room very well, which I do need because it's no point of having something that's just gonna have to be right in front of me all the time. It's mainly for the cats. Because for some reason, out of all the rooms they want to be in, it's one of the ones that's always going to be the most hottest. But today they're not, which is good. They're not in here today. So I'm going to see how I get with this one for this week. Because right now, maybe it's a placebo effect, but it feels like it's working a little bit. I don't have it in its high setting yet, but I do have it in its cool setting. Because these types of fans are set enough times. You put water in them, and you put like ice blocks in them. And then it produces cold air. This one feels a lot better. I can actually feel it better than the other one. But if this doesn't work, I'll use both. Only if the cats are in here, though. Use both. But yeah, other than that, I am actually doing pretty good. Because now, if you did see on the Blue Skies on or in Discord server. Yesterday I had my final session with my sleep therapist, and it was just going over all, the different changes, making sure I stick to them. Oh, what's not right, and all that kind of stuff. That's why we're now going back to more or less how streams were before this issue occurred. Where we'll chat for a bit and then play some games, depending on the day of the week, obviously. If we're playing something that's long, and because during the week I only have a limited time to stream, and sometimes 3 hours for a game is enough, but some games it's not. So we'd rather just start the game and then chat. It feels weird it being kind of over the sessions because got so used to it after like 12 weeks of doing it. But they've definitely helped. Like I'm going to continue doing the different things that the sleep therapist suggested, and the thing is, each day I feel myself getting there bit by bit. Like it feels like I feel like maybe in the next 2 to 3 months, maybe at the end of the year, I might be sleeping even better because even like the amount of times I wake up during the night have lessened as well. Because usually I'd wake up like 6-7 times. Now it's like 4 or 5, which is pretty good. And still taking about an hour to fall asleep though. Which might be like I might give another month of doing some of this stuff they suggested. Because one of those ones was to go into bed only when I feel sleepy, and a 15-minute rule, which is if I'm lying in bed and 15 minutes have passed and I haven't gone to sleep, is to get up and get out of bed and do something relaxing on low light. I don't have a lamp, so I don't do that, and just relax until I feel sleepy again and go back to bed. What I do is just sit in the dark in my room on my chair until I feel sleepy again, which does help. But I'd said in that I might try and the magnesium glycinate, which I didn't realize because I was like, because when I first found out about the magnesium glycinate pills, I was like, why does that sound so familiar? Why does that word sound so familiar? And I didn't realize that Gamer Subs AFK stuff, which is their sleep drinks, has that in it. And I remember using it. It was working at one point, but it wasn't. But that was still during my sleep issues. So I might consider going back to it, or I might consider using the tablets. So I'm still going to, because these still the issues taking an hour to fall asleep. Because you're supposed to fall asleep within like about 10 minutes going to bed. So yeah, which could be good because if I fall asleep around 10, then the time I would have to wake up would be 8 hours, would be 6 in the morning, which that would give me more time to do stuff. But yeah, but because the weather is getting warmer and warmer, even with this new fan thing, it might not be enough. Rarely is it ever. That I'm going to have to try and pick games that are not going to cause me to sweat too much. That's why we're not playing Expedition 33 today. We're doing the new Ark Conquest and Genshin Impact. Originally, I was actually going to do it tomorrow, but there's something that piqued my curiosity that wanted me to do it today. Because usually I do it the next day, because after the update, because I need to know how long this quest is going to be, so that I can know if we can do it in 1 stream or 2 streams. So I usually leave it to the next day, because usually the next day the entire thing is put up on YouTube. And like, oh, it's this X amount of time, so I know if we can do it or not. But apparently the voice actor for Paimon's been replaced, and it's like, there's no way I can wait till tomorrow to know if that's true or not. So we're doing it today instead. I usually, because this is the story, it's usually just before the summer events they do. I checked last year's one was about 2-ish hours, so it could be the same here, so we could end up doing it today. If not, we can do it tomorrow, because as I said before, I don't know what to play, because I want to play stuff that's not going to cause me sweat too much, because although this fan feels good, how's it going to do when the weather gets even more, hotter? I do have some other games I did think in the meantime we could play until the weather somewhat cools down, because I believe it's going to thankfully be down to at least 20 by next. It was Wednesday, but now it's Tuesday. No, Thursday. No, actually, no, Tuesday. It keeps changing each time I look. That's why I'm wondering if Saturday is going to be 31. That's the thing with the British weather. A slight gust of wind can change everything drastically. But yeah, we'll see how things go. So I'll be picking games that or I might not end up shooting altogether, because the problem this heat's going to cause, it's going to affect my sleep, because even with I can't have a fan on because I can't sleep with noise in my room. Even if I could, I still wouldn't be able to sleep. It's just, even with windows open, it's just going to be so hot. So there might be cases where I might be tired because of the heat. Last night wasn't terribly bad. Obviously I am going to keep myself hydrated. I've got a nice tall glass of water with some ice in it. But yeah, because one of the games I was thinking is maybe play web fishing, because we haven't done that in a while. That could be relaxed enough where I won't feel like I'm sweating too much. But I'll try and think of ideas to do for stream. Excuse me. Oh. I'll tell you one thing that awesome, because as I mentioned on Sunday's stream, on Sunday I had my birthday party with family and stuff, because all from work all weekend, Sundays is always the best time for us to do these sort of things. So my sister gave my birthday present, which I'm going to show you in a second. What's that hand cam? There you are. There we go. Oh, I must have knocked the camera because I can see my foot. Look, I went in slippers. That's just the edge of my shoe. I was wondering what, like, that just where the glass is. That's not important. I'm getting sidetracked. Was this is what I got for my birthday. It's a model kit. I've wanted to do model kits for a while, because nowadays most model kits don't require glue and stuff. I remember when they did when I was younger, but I haven't, kept up with Gundam in a very long time. In fact, the only Gundam series I ever watched was Gundam Wing, and I felt like doing a model kit based off of Gundam I have no idea who it is, just because it looks cool, might piss off some Gundam fans. So I went with Digimon, because I love War Greymon. He's one of my favorites. But we might not do that this week because that might be something still sweat-inducing because it's all fiddly bits and stuff. But I was looking into like stuff to let's just switch. No, we're not doing that just yet. To use because it does have suggested tools, and I thought you just use normal pliers, but I was like, but what else do I need? So I found a really good like video that went through different things to use, and you don't use normal pliers. You don't use like wire cutters. You use like things called like nippers, which are much better because apparently if you use pliers, it can scuff up the pieces. And the video in general gave like a link to like a hobby site called I think it's like Hobbycraft Japan, and all this stuff was cheap. The only point is that it's going to take a while to get here because the cheapest delivery, which was around £10, which all for the things they needed, which was just because they suggested like using toothpicks for the stickers to place them on and stuff instead of like tweezers. We have like tons of toothpicks, but the delivery expected for them is 2 to 6 weeks, so it could be a while before those tools come here before we can actually do the model kit, which is fine because British weather, this heat wave might be gone by next week, but it could also peak up again. So doing something like that while it's fucking hot isn't going to be the best of things to do, to say the least. Well, obviously today we're going to be, like I said, chatting for a bit, and then I'll have lunch. We'll watch some TikToks. On the subject of TikToks, I mentioned before, like, how I've been having issues of it just showing me AI schlop. It seems to be lessening, so it means, like, it happens every time when I have an issue with the content that's been shoved in my face, and the minute I get mentioned on stream, slowly but surely, TikTok stops showing me that, and it's like, are they listening to my streams? But we'll see how things go with that. If I keep getting shoved AI schlop in my face, I probably will drop TikTok. But we'll see how that goes. My brain went dead again, to say the least. I'm going to turn this up because it's getting really warm. I might actually have to take the ice box out of that because they might have already melted. That's just how fucking hot it is. I'm just glad the cat's not in here because those poor things would be. I do have like a bowl wall of for them if they are, but they are being smart and staying out. I mean, if that's getting picked up on the mic as well, because I can hear it. Doesn't look like it is. Yeah, it's. Oh boy, it's a lot. The heat today. I'm just gonna tie my hair back because if it's gonna blow that much, my hair's gonna be blowing in my damn face. Oh, that's the last one I want. Right. Go. That's more like it. Yeah, I don't want my hair, especially if we're going to eat them, because we're also going to stop for lunch in a second. Just trying to figure out if there's anything else on my mind of lately. There's another game I think that might not be too much to play in the heat. Is Date Everything. I saw that game ages ago, and I'm not really one for like. It probably will be the first like date sim I've ever played because I don't like doing a lot of reading. But this one's fully voice acted, so I'm like, I'm in, and it's got a lot of very big voice actors in it, which is very surprising to say the least. Because usually like games like these that do have voice acting tend to have like smaller voice actors, but this one has like a bunch of like really big voice actors in it. Also, hope the stream doesn't die on me, because that was an issue also that kept happening, but so far, touch wood, everything seems fine. Even throughout the day, the internet didn't seem to go or not. So maybe it's been fixed in my area. I don't know, because like I said before, I have really good internet. My computer was really good, so it was neither of those. Especially when it seemed like it was also happening on my PS5, my phone, on everything on the internet just dying on me. I think this fan's actually really working. I can feel that now. Ooh. But on the subject of the Paimon voice acting change, I know there's been like stuff with the voice actor. You can look it up, but we're talking like 5 years of the same voice to suddenly just change it. Because I doubt it would go back and over-record all the voice lines, because that's a lot. We'll see when we play it in a minute, I guess. That's what I'll do now. I will go and grab my lunch and we'll watch some TikToks and I'll have something to eat, and then we'll start Genshin. There we go. There it goes. I'll be back in a moment. Also, one more thing before I go. This heat's gonna exhaust me even more, so there's a good chance streams, even if we do streams will be very short. So that's why I don't know if we'll finish the update of the new story today. Also, I don't know if it's fully voice acted. I know that the strike is over, but these updates are filmed well in advance. I know that the male Traveler's voice actor hasn't recorded lines for this because he had time to. Obviously, he'll probably go back and record all the stuff that hasn't been recorded as well. So he might not have any voice lines, which is fine because he doesn't really talk that much verbally, so we'll be fine with that. But we see if the other characters will as well. Because if it's involving Stain, it'd be interesting to see if Liu Lowenfold is. Because that's another thing that I also forgot to mention. Because I might have to do some reading. If so, I'll probably still read to myself. Because like I said, sleep's getting better, but it's not 100% there yet. So I still don't want to risk like exhausting myself. Plus that my reading skills suck ass. Alright, I'm gonna go grab lunch now.
jelly babies were originally.
Alrighty then. There we go. Watching TikToks while I eat, and then we'll watch play some Genshin. Hopefully I don't have to do any reading. Hopefully it's all fucking voiced now. We'll cross that bridge when I get there because I'm hungry. Eat, watch some watch some TikToks. We'll see how things go. Because there's a good chance, as a random side, there's a good chance I might do it. If we end up finishing the new story from Genshin today, there's a good chance I might actually invest the week because of the heat. Like I said, I will use it as a day by day situation and see how it gets. Because the problem is, it's not going to be hot first thing. It's going to get there as time goes on. And as time goes on, the sun slowly starts to face my room, which is when it gets really hot. Anyway, enough talk about the weather. I'm gonna mute myself while I eat, and then we'll fit our fucking eat.
I was talking to my grandma, and my grandma was like, Buff, do you know how old I am? And I was like, no, Grandma, how old are you? And she was like, I am about to turn 83. And I was like, Grandma, how does it feel to have kids that are like in their 60s? And then she literally said to me, she goes, I feel fucking old. I love her so much. She is so fucking funny. She acts like me, but she's like generations older than I am. I was talking to my grandma, and my grandma. Oh my god! Dude, she has a fucking car.
Buff, what would you do if you went outside and she was just by this car, leaning against it, like, hey?
I'd probably cry and run back inside.
Me too. I would be too intimidated.
I'd be like, oh. Oh my god!
That would be me too, unfortunately. This is why I've never had a girlfriend, because if a woman actually did try to approach me, I'd feel too intimidated. Anyway.
Audition time. I'm going to take you through all the steps of the majority of my job, and that's auditioning. Auditions are sent to me from my agent at random times. I'm lucky enough to be represented by DPT, one of the top voiceover agencies in the world. Today's audition is remote, so I'm recording right from my home. Step 1, jump in the booth, set up your mic. Right now, mine's a little lower than normal because I was working on a project that I needed to sit down for. Seems about right. Next, I throw in my headphones, open up Pro Tools, and find out what I'm auditioning for. Auditions are always under NDA, and if I share projects that come in that I'm reading for, they probably won't continue to let me audition. Headphones on, coffee ready, here we go. My audition's recorded, edited, and saved as an MP3. Now I send it off and see what happens. I give it everything I can right here in the moment, but I never anticipate to book anything. It's almost like buying lotto tickets. And if you're booking 1 out of 100 auditions as a professional voice actor, you're doing really, really well. So we'll see how this one goes. Think good thoughts. If I book this, I'll let you know. Audition time.
This is just like I was just fascinating just to show, like, even someone like Price Bracken, his name bro. Even someone as big as a voice actor he gets, he's not always guaranteed to get the roles. A lot of people do tend to forget. A lot of them go through tons of auditions, and they're still like always crossing their fingers that they actually get the role. Anyway, I'm going back to eating.
hey, we've got this badass chick. She's like 6 feet tall. You'd be perfect for her. I was like, yeah, I'm that badass chick. And so I went in and I read for it. And at first I saw an image of Fortune. And I just thought, if I could do her, that would be like a dream, because it was like totally opposite of anything I had ever done before. And I went in, I did the audition, and then, it's the hurry up and wait thing, which you guys may not know about, but you're sitting on pins and needles wondering if the thing you really, really want, if you're going to get it. And sure enough, Steve personally called me, told me I booked the gig, and he thought even at that time that it was going to be a phenom. And who knew 25 years later that we would still have these opportunities to get fan mail across the country and to travel when we can to meet some of our fans. So it was a life-changing experience to be a part of it, and to still be a part of it is just thrilling. I love Fortune. I love everything about her, and I appreciate you guys so much.
We're so happy you're here.
Fisherman called and says, hey.
I wish these cons were in the UK, but I get it, because I love Metal Gear as well. I'm actually excited for the remake, which is almost roughly 2 months away. Which does have a problem, because also the Gears of War remasters around the same week. Because I've never played Gears of War, just as around the side. Why we might do it the other week is just like money being the reason. Both aren't that expensive, but 2 games in the same week. Well, it's a month away, so I can always put money aside for that, but I'll have to wait and see. Also, as a random side, I want to show you something else. I've got Doritos here. They're doing these kinds of flavors in Tesco's, barbecue flavor. There we go, there's the packet. It's quite nice, I have to admit. Yeah, also, this is a wagon wheel. I've mentioned these before on the stream. I don't know what the American equivalent for these are, but I think moon pies are like the equivalent. I'm not opening it yet, 'cause I'm not eating it yet, but it's basically just like, as you see the picture, just like a... Wish there's that much marshmallow. That's kind of like misleading. It's weird. The random side tangent. This used to actually have a picture of a guy in a wagon wheel, like the thing. I don't know, dude. Any Americans in chat? Do you actually have these? Because every time I saw like the wagon wheel thing on it, it felt very American. Even like the name wagon wheel sounds American. Ugh. But I'm going back to eating.
Hey, can you guys watch my boss for a second?
Who do you think you are? You think you can watch me? You think you can look over what I do? You know who I am? I really hope you know who I am. I'm the CEO. That means I'm in charge. That means I'm doing important shit. That means I didn't have a chance to fix my headband. I'm done.
Hey, okay. Hey, thanks guys. Hope you... Hey, thanks. Hey, can you guys watch my boss for a second?
Kajita's wares, if you have coin. Kajita's wares, if you have coin.
This is the debut, everyone. Welcome in. My forehead rivals Pete's. I could make it worse, probably. Oh, they named all the layers. That's nice. Oh my god. I honestly think just that little bit of my hair is pretty good. I feel pretty good right now. I look compelling. I feel like I look pretty good right now. This is the debut, everyone.
You're in a sticky situation, so you panic and pull the fire alarm, which causes all the sprinklers to go off in the building. It happens all the time in movies, but is it realistic? Find out in another episode of my hit series. That's not how that works at all. It's amazing how many problems can be solved with a little bit of rain from the sky. Like, your girls are too mean, your chicken is too little, or your weapon is too lethal. 4. But that just isn't how sprinkler systems work. Here are a few things that will not set off the sprinklers. Pulling the fire alarm, smoke, stabbing the fire alarm, needing water from the ceiling to move the plot along. Oh, but Alex, it's just a movie. Who cares? I care. I like my art to have some correlation to the earth that we all share. But also, I think you should care because the way fire sprinklers actually work is super cool and way cooler than the magical way they work in movies. Here are things that will actually set off the sprinklers. Heat, bumping them, which is why you see these stickers in a lot of hotels, and that's it. The main mechanism we use right now is super cool. So there's pipes in the ceiling full of water, and that water can't wait to burst forth and put out a fire. The only thing holding it back is a tiny vial of red goo. When you heat things up, they expand, and if you put them in a tight little glass thing that can't expand, that thing pops. So the heat from the fire causes the red goo to expand, which causes the little plug to pop, which causes the water to pour forth and put out that fire. It's so clever. People are so interesting. Like, sometimes we're doing fascism, but other times we're like creating very clever systems for saving a lot of people's lives. The red goo things also mean only the sprinklers really close to the fire will go off, not the whole system. So they're not going to help you if your cop is in kindergarten, or your man is hollow, or if you or somebody you love has been taken. 3, because that's not how that works at all. You're in a sticky situation.
So I'm eating. I was eating. Hi. I'm having a lunch break before playing Genshin. Oh well, I'm on my crisps now, or potato chips for Americans. I'm having Doritos. I've got these barbecue flavored Doritos, and they're nice. I've already finished my sandwich. We're watching TikToks while I eat, and they are yummy. I'm gonna continue eating while we watch TikToks.
Why do you have a tag on your stream that just says poop?
Do you notice how there's a tag on my channel that says 3D printing?
Are you 3D printing poop?
You are a 3D printer for poop. Every organism
We're horrible
on this
3D
planet
printers. We
is
can't even
I
print
think printer's broken.
It's the
Yeah,
only
mine
thing we
too.
can print.
That's not fully true. I could print a baby.
I just pooped like a bird.
Oh. Why do you have a tag on your stream that just says poop?
Do you notice how there's a tag?
What is the difference between spearmint and peppermint? I kind of feel like I'm holding babies here. It's kind of a bit weird, actually. There are roughly 20 to 30 recognised species of mint within the Mentha genus, although crossbreeding can occur. Because peppermint is actually a crossbreed between spearmint and watermint. Believe it or not, lemon balm actually counts as a member of the mint family. Both peppermint and spearmint will show up in the sweets we know and love. So, what are the main differences? Most of the time you are going to get peppermint in your sweeties, because that is the one which is around 40% more mentholy. If you've ever had a mint sweet and you can kind of feel that feeling, it's probably because of that. Despite the word peppermint sounding way softer than the word spearmint, peppermint is known for its very pungent, very sort of sharp taste. However, spearmint is a bit gentler with a little bit more sweetness in it. Weirdly enough, you are more likely to find spearmint whilst cooking savoury dishes because of its more sort of like balancing act compared to our dear old friend peppermint. But whichever kind of mint floats your boat, there's plenty of sweets for all. What is the difference between...
Here's something I didn't know until I was in my 30s. You shouldn't remove air fresheners completely from the package. How to use. Pull bag down to expose top of tree. Each week, expose more of tree to adjust fragrance strength. Each week. Each week. Here's something.
I forget half the TikToks I like, and this just remind me, like, it explains why those things made me feel so sick anytime I was in the car, because people would take them completely out, exposing everything, and you just get a pungent of smell in your face, causing you to want to vomit when you're not even supposed to do that. God, I need to tell my brother that. That way, when I'm next in his car, I don't have to deal with feeling queasy from the fucking air fresheners, because those tree things No matter how long they've been around, they'd always make me feel sick in the car. And the reason is you're not supposed to expose it fully. And I'm going to go back to you. I'm eating an apple now.
Wow, look at that.
Mother, I regret to inform you that I have violently shat my pants.
Oh. Wow, look at that.
Charles. Yeah. Can you sign this for me?
Sure. This is from the game. The opening shot of the movie was a slow motion me smoking my cigarette, throwing it out, and then stepping off the roof. I was up at 3 o'clock in the morning in the makeup trailer, 4:30 in the morning for a 5 o'clock sunrise. From the back of the house, they were shooting above up the Cololi mansion. I'm standing on the roof. I asked the stunt guy, I said, "What's the worst thing that could happen?" He goes, "Well, you got the wire on you, but if you fall from this distance, you'll break your hip in half." I'm like, "Lovely, let's do this thing." So the sun rises. They've got a high-speed camera going for this slow motion, me starting to jump off the roof and falling, and the camera jams. And by the time they got the camera fixed, I was like full sunlight. The DP goes, "Well, what if we wait till sunset and get on the other side? Are you okay if we, keep you?" And then and I said, "Oh, sure. I'll hang around the catering truck all day. In my little trailer all day." Ah, yes, what a lovely day. So that's what I did. I hung around the trailer, ate lobster and steak until I was about that big around. And then the sunset came, and we jumped off the roof into a nice little bag. Now, mind you, I just did the unprofessional step into a mattress falling off face first.
Oh, sure.
Another professional went, like that.
Yes.
But that was a great movie. And the cashier said, "Okay, what do you see yourself playing?" I don't see myself playing anybody necessarily. Maybe, I don't know, maybe one of the businessmen who says, "Yeah, we can do that," or something. He goes, "Well, I think you look exactly like Michael Douglas, and I think you should play his father." And I'm like, "What?" When I saw Michael Douglas walk in turn, I said, "I didn't shoot that," because it really did. I did in that moment, the only moment of my life, look like Michael Douglas. And that's my story.
Can you sign it?
Sign it, you betcha. Woohoo! What a marvelous career it's been. There you go.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for playing my game.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Charles.
Yeah.
Can you sign?
These are some of the craziest things on Earth that astronauts have witnessed from outer space. Astronauts have seen volcanoes on Earth erupt from space. This is a volcano in Russia, and this is a volcano in Italy where you can see multiple points of eruption. They've also seen some absolutely insane lightning. This is a blue jet, and this is what red sprites look like from outer space. They look like something out of Stranger Things. And hurricanes, somehow even more terrifying when you can fully see them and see yourself passing over them. Seeing the eye of a hurricane from space? No. Wildfires must be so weird to see from outer space. Like watching destruction on a planet that you're not on. What about dust storms? Like dust storms carried from the desert across the ocean, and astronauts get to see multiple sunrises and sunsets every single day with views of Earth's atmosphere, including the auroras, which are just even better from space. That's ridiculous. And let me know if you want more, because there's a lot more. Like, imagine seeing this. These are some of the
Time for some unlearning, things I was told as a kid that turned out not to be true. Number one, don't pee on jellyfish stings. Turns out it can actually make things worse. Physically, obviously it makes things worse emotionally. The stingers from jellyfish tentacles release a very painful toxin, but it can be deactivated by rinsing with salt water. Or it can be made much more painful by rinsing with fresh water. And pee could go either way, so you're playing Russian roulette with that pea shooter. But regardless of whether or not it could work in some situations, if you need salt water for a project and you're standing by the sea, but the only place you can think of to get it is your kidneys, you deserve to be covered in pee. Number two, Ring Around the Rosie has nothing to do with the plague. I love a dark origin story. Unfortunately, this one doesn't seem to be true. For one, there's lots of different versions of this rhyme. For example, in a lot of the rhymes, it ends with all of the kids get back up again, so it's less bubonic plague and more zombie plague, I guess. Also, the rhyme didn't really show up in English until the 1880s. I just love the idea that people were like, we need to roll out a new game. You know what kids are really into? Plagues from 500 years ago. And number three, Romans didn't vomit in the middle of feasts so that they could eat more. This is another one that seems like it should have been obvious because throwing up sucks. There was a very real space called a vomitorium, but it wasn't an upchuck room. It was a place to exit a theater. So you didn't vomit in the room vomited you out onto the street. This myth comes from people not understanding a metaphor, which basically means that all of history about the vomitorium is like the comment section under a funny post on Facebook. And if you're the kind of person who comments on jokes that you didn't understand, you deserve to be covered in pee. Time for some unlearning.
That's interesting. I finished eating now. I'm not sure if you're still there in chat, but I have bad reading skills and names are trouble. But I just noticed the name says plus mecha, and it's interesting because we was just talking about model kits. I don't have a mecha one. I have a Greymon one. Like War Greymon one. You might do on stream at some point. Anyway, I finished eating. I'm gonna just switch over. I'm worried because once again, issues with hang on, I need to just switch my monitor over to this with stream dying, and one telltale sign it's about to do that is when on the stream manager, when it says the health is in the red of the stream, and on OBS it says it's in green, it means it's gonna die. Hopefully it doesn't. Okay, I also should change the category. I haven't even loaded in the game yet. I just did the update. Category changed. Maybe because I'm still curious to see if Paimon's voice actor has changed, because we'll know as soon as we enter into the game, because she usually talks before the next mission. So let's just go in now. Oh, excuse me. Interesting. Nothing. Huh. Didn't even say anything. I haven't even gotten into the game yet, so I think what's the ban is it's I'm doing this again. Oh yes, it's sneeze. Oh, that's a story quest. Okay. So it should be. Hopefully, I don't have to do anything before this, because it's always that case. I'll go in here, which I haven't got around to getting to. It's the fast travel points. Oh well, we can always do it anyway. But it has been like a hot minute since we've done like any of this. Alright, moment of truth. Is everyone voice acted?
Oh, Tulani and Paimon.
Well, there's
for. I didn't expect to run into you two here.
Oh, hey, Kochi-san. What are you doing here all by yourself?
Oh, look! It's the same voice actor. Now, granted, the updates are done well in advance, so who's not to say the next one should be replaced? But it just shows that you shouldn't listen to people who need that, because people are always quick to just grab information, not verify it, and run with it, or bullshit their way through it just to get views, because that is the exact same voice actor. I am 100% that is the exact same voice actor. Because people said she was replaced in this update, not the previous one, so people are full of shit. It really pisses me off. That is one of the things, regardless of what the information is, good or bad, misinformation pisses me off so much. God.
Just so you know...
Wait, hang on.
Paimon didn't come here to train. Paimon's not looking to sign up for any diet plan or bodybuilding class right now.
Okay, now I sound like an asshole. I was actually wrong, though. It is different. For a second, it didn't sound that different. Because a second, it sounded like the same voice actor, but now that I hear that line, It is different. Oh. Well, now I feel like an asshole. It's that people were right. It's always the problem with the internet. It's like I always take anything I see as a grain of salt because it might not be true, especially if your source is Twitter. But no, it is different. Huh. It's one of those similar situations where it's not so different that it feels out of place. It's like slightly different, which is always the best way when you're replacing voice actors. That's such a shame though, because that's almost 5 years of the same voice, and now being replaced. Here's the other side note on this though: is it going to stay? Is this going to be a Yoruichi situation? If people don't know, when Bleach Thousand Year Blood War came out, they replaced Yoruichi's voice actor for some reason. People hated that. They got the old voice actor back, but there was one episode that had the new voice in there. Now, I don't know if Fizmi has gone back and dubbed over that, but could it be the same situation with this? Are people going to be mad enough that it's different? Because 5 years is a long time to get used to a character, especially a character who talks the most. Because it'd be different if it was like, let's say hypothetically, Jean's voice actor got changed for some reason. We don't see that character in a long time. You wouldn't notice the difference, and it wouldn't really matter. But a character that's been voiced since the start of the game, and then it's something different, might irk some people. Because I know the original voice was like kind of like that very mixed opinion, where some people didn't like it, some people did like it. I liked it, but it's going to get. So that's the interesting thing to know. If we won't guess know until the next update if they do stick with this one, but it doesn't sound too different.
All right, got it. But seriously, what do you take me for? Some coach from hell? I'd never
Shit.
That being said,
Sure.
a little aerobic exercise would probably do you some good. You could take over my patrol for a while. That would count.
What did you say? Okay.
Yeah. All jokes aside, you're right. I'm looking for some help. The Collective of Plenty is holding a bodybuilding competition soon, and so many people have been busy squeezing in their last-minute workouts that we've run out of staff for patrols.
Now, I guess our patrol is going to make us run into what's his face.
Oh, so you've stepped in to cover their work. But don't you have a last-minute workout to do too?
So I'm gonna keep talking about this. It's just like it's different, but not too different. Like I said, I wasn't someone who hated the previous voice, not the voice actor. Because I do wonder if they would go back and re-record all the lines. That's something to also see, I guess, because that's a lot of dialogue. Because once again, Pylon's the character who pretty much talks the most. It's in from the start all the way up to now.
I'm good. For one thing, I believe peak conditioning can only be achieved through consistent training over a long time span. Cramming in a workout at the last minute does next to nothing for you.
I don't know. The most I do in exercising is taking a walk in the morning, which is very nice. Although with how the heat's going, I'm going a lot earlier because the longer we leave it, the harder it's gonna get.
But more pertinently, well, as you can probably imagine, I'm not able to compete in any of the most popular weight classes, and there's no real competition in my own weight class.
Oh, just small.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh no! Don't look at Paimon like that. We are not the same weight class, and no way is Paimon competing against you.
It's definitely going to get some used to. Because they did the same thing in Zenless, where some of the characters were replaced. And for record, it had nothing to do with the strike. I think with, as far as like Zenless goes, some voice actors just didn't turn up. I think it was the same with Kanisha's original voice actor. But also with Kanisha's, when they replaced his, he didn't sound that much different. But yeah, because I think it was Grace, Soldier 11, and Kaleda were replaced, and and also Lycons, but his was for a different reason. They don't sound different, but Kaleida's does, because the original voice act had like kind of raspy sounding voice, but the new one doesn't. But yeah, this is one of the situations where I think they wanted to keep Pylons close to the original, because it's in the situation of like controversy in quotations with the voice, not like Tanari's voice actor. If you want to know that one, look that one up. They made sure that it sounded nowhere similar. But as an anime fan and into voice actor, I'm used to characters' voices shares. I mean, Kenpachi's voice actors had 3 different voice actors, so I eventually get used to it. But like I said, I just am a little curious to see how much, like, if this does stir anyone up and people, like, evangelizing for the original voice actor return. Here's another thing, as a side, please don't go attack the current voice actor. A lot of times with this, most voice actors don't know why they're replacing someone. They get told one thing or the other, so most of them won't necessarily know. Because not everyone is chronically online, so most people might not know.
Traveler, let's just help with the patrol, alright? Otherwise, Beyond-san's gonna make Paimon enter a bodybuilding competition!
Perfect. I managed to get you on board with just one look.
Alright, I'll do it for Paimon.
Thank you both. It should be pretty routine. Just keep your eyes peeled and make sure nothing strange is going on in the area.
Oh, I think we're probably gonna find something strange.
That'll free me up to check the other section. Let's meet back at the settlement when we're both done.
Sure thing. Just leave it to us. We're experts at strolling and patrolling, don't you worry.
Because like I said, there's definitely points where it does sound similar to the original one. Okay, let's see where this is gonna go. It was weird playing. I think the last time we played this was probably more than a month ago. That's why because like I said, it's just with my sleep and being too tired and tons of games to play, yada yada. I just haven't had the real like energy to do all this. It's the point of playing like, well, potentially still 2, maybe 3 gacha games, because there's the whole situation with Infinity Nikki, which if you want to know, look up the full specifics on that. But that's one of those ones where it's like, I don't know if I want to play it. Just the whole situation with how the company is just treating their audience is not really fair, and stuff. But I'm also, unlike most people on the internet, a patient person, so I'm willing to always wait and see approach.
What's this? Was there always a cave here?
No, and it's probably
We
gonna.
should go take a look, right? Seems like a thing to do on a patrol. Hey, there's a hilichurl here. Is it sleeping? Doesn't look very hostile.
Maybe it's jerking off. Maybe it's this Troll's Gooning cave.
Why is it hiding away here? Ah! You woke it up! Huh? It ran away! Oh, guess our reputation in Natland is more fearsome than we thought. Even hilichurls don't want to mess with us now.
What was weird? Why did she kind of like southern there for a second? Southern Paimon. There's something on the ground.
You mean that shiny thing? Huh. Must have dropped it as it ran off. Huh. Paimon bets that hilichurl thought it was a priceless treasure. It was probably planning to hide it here for safekeeping. Until we showed up.
The interesting thing is that... Oh,
Let Paimon take a look.
I didn't mean to press.
Hilichurls aren't the brightest, so it might not be worth much, but still.
She might end up getting into a bit more, because if you look at like the early Paimon at the start of the game, it sounds kind of different from like where she was later in it. So it's kind of, once again, interesting to see where if they stick with this.
What is it? You look so serious all of a sudden.
Why so serious?
Isn't this just a regular old key? The style is unusual, though. Doesn't look Netlanese. Where do you think it's from?
Conria, I'm gonna go on a limb.
What do you mean? What hibernation chamber? What spaceship?
That's not what I said.
Wait, you mean the spaceship? The one that brought you to Tibet?
When did we tell us that there was a ship that brought us here? It makes sense. I mean, it's not like we just fell out of the sky. That would have hurt. That's the one.
So, how did that key show up here? Are you sure you didn't just drop it?
No, I still have mine. It's shoved up my butt.
Whoa! Yeah, these look identical. So, if one of them's yours, does that mean the other one is... Knew it! Huh! The keys to a spaceship! Huh! Somehow that really rams home the fact that you really are an actual alien. Oh, wait, no. Descender.
Isn't that kind of the same thing? And I don't know. Oh, I just... Before I move the model further enough away, so I'm covering the text box. Just move a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. That's more like it.
But anyway, now we know where it came from. The question is, how did it get here? The simplest explanation is that your sister lost her key somewhere not far from here. Then that Hilichurl found it and ducked into the nearest cave to hide it. If that's true, it means your sister was here recently.
How is recently? Recently meaning in the last couple of days or last couple 100 years? And...
Yeah. Man, this is so crazy. We only agreed to help with the Ansan's patrol on a whim. And now we've made this bombshell discovery and found a huge lead on your sister. Should we keep following this trail while it's hot? Or do you think we should check back in with the Ansan?
Ah, there you are. Looks like you went the extra mile today. Thanks for being so diligent.
Oh, hey, Ian-san, what's up? Didn't think we'd see you again till we headed back to the settlement.
Maybe it's just my headphones, but it sounds like she has a slight lisp.
We were actually just about to go meet up with you. We've made a huge discovery today.
I came here to let you know that you don't need to keep patrolling anymore. The bodybuilding competition has just been cancelled, so the usual squad will be resuming their normal duties. They'll be here to take over shortly.
Why has it been cancelled?
Wait, cancelled? Why? What happened?
The Abyss Order attacked.
Oh shit!
Huh?
Didn't expect the squad to... Yeah. Sounds like it's on the move again. I'll find a way to speak with her in person this time. I have to. I feel like we are, because in like after this, and there's some, if they are doing this, because apparently they might not be doing a summer event. There might be more not land story stuff. So there might not be a summer event, but the next is Shizniza, which is the final region to go to. So I imagine we'll be getting that much closer to seeing this the sibling.
I've heard of the Abyss Order, but this is the first time I've known them to take organized action on such a large scale. It's like they're preparing to go to war against our entire nation.
One entire nation at war? How are they expecting to pull that off? Based on everything we've seen from them so far, they usually prefer to act in the shadows. So, what's different about it this time? What could they be after? No clue. All we know is that they've attacked our tribe, but that doesn't tell us much. Our defenses are holding strong so far, so I'm gonna head to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame and see what Mawika knows. If there's any information out there, she's the one people report to. Oh, want to come with me? I'm sure everyone will feel better knowing that the hero of Natlan is on the case.
Well, I'm need to find out more about mines.
Great. Then let's head over together.
Yes, this is chapter 4, act 4. Oh, I'm always bad with no, it's chapter 5, act. I just realized, what is the roles for today? Yeah, it is thingy. I don't, because she's got a story quest, which means the might is. What's the other stuff? I just thought, yeah, there's no event stuff yet, but usually if there's a story quest for a character, it means it's also going to be they're going to be part of the event stuff. Okay. Oh, actually, there's one more thing I want to check to see. There's a good way of knowing if they have, and it's on this, because anytime you have like conversations with the
Mondstadt has so many windmills, doesn't it?
Well, the city is built above water, so it probably relies on the windmills to draw the water upwards.
That's correct. The winds blow through Mondstadt all year, so this supply of water is very stable. Also, the windmills are what they call.
I think he did. That does sound different. But I noticed the voice actors down below, but I don't remember the name of the voice actor which voiced Paimon. But then again, these would probably be fairly easy to replace lines of dialogue because it's just small amounts of dialogue. Huh. It's definitely, like I said, sorry to keep repeating myself, but it's definitely going to be something I'm going to have to try and get used to. There we go. If they're going to change it, they should stick with it and not listen to it if it ends up being any fan backlash, because it's not fair on the voice actor. Because like voice acting isn't like this easy thing to get. We literally saw a TikTok from Price Brackenbook about how like you can do like 100 auditions, but you're not necessarily going to get all of them. And it'd be unfair for like the new voice actor to get replaced back with the old one because some fans might not like it.
Mawika!
Oh? Great timing, Yeon-san. I was just about to send someone for you. And it's good to see the travelers with you.
How are things looking? What's the latest word from the messengers?
The Abyss Order has been spotted near several tribes at the same time. Clearly, this is a coordinated strike. Also, their numbers are much higher than expected. Their organization appears to have grown considerably, but because they're usually so secretive, this is the first we're learning of it.
It sounds like they're throwing everything they have at us. What are they trying to achieve?
That's what I'd like to know as well. Historically, Natlan has not been a hotbed of Abyss Order activity, and we have no particular quarrel with them.
Could it be revenge, perhaps? Would they want to get back at us for a recent victory over the Abyss?
Perhaps.
Seems unlikely. But then again, Paimon wouldn't put anything past the Abyss Order.
It's too early to say anything definite. For the time being, we should continue monitoring the situation.
How are the battles going? Not too many casualties, hopefully?
Well, even if they're committing all their forces to the fight, they're in for a tough time. Our brave warriors have just emerged victorious from an all-out fight against the Abyss itself.
Yep. We have a whole nation's worth of seasoned veterans fighting for us.
Compared to the true Abyss, the Abyss Order poses a far smaller threat. They cannot endlessly replenish their forces for starters. However, this is still a war, so we must give it our all and do our utmost to minimize casualties. The tribes are organizing their defenses as we speak. Traveler, this is one war that Natlan can handle on its own. If you wish to stay out of it, you'll be safe here at the stadium with me.
Now we're gonna fight. No, this one's is personal for me.
Oh? In what way?
The current leads of the Abyss Order.
Yep, that's how it is.
I see. My goodness, that is very personal indeed. If you don't mind me asking, do you have any idea what her goal could be?
That's what I want to know as well.
Safe to say, they're not exactly on the best terms at the moment. Ever since Paimon met the Traveler, he's been trying to track his sister down and get some answers. But she's been avoiding him.
I see. So you two have fallen out. Huh. A pretty common occurrence between siblings.
Depends on the family.
Well, yeah, that may be. But the stakes are a little higher where these two are involved.
They certainly are. Although somehow it doesn't surprise me that a spat between the Traveler and Twin could affect the fate of the entire world. Just so I'm clear, you're still on Natlan's side, and you have no idea what your sibling is after. Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, that's a relief. When you first mentioned your sibling, I was worried we were about to be thrust into an impossible position. Our reports say that the Abyss Order has focused most of their efforts against the Masters of the Nightwind. If you don't plan on staying here with me, I'd recommend going there to lend them a hand.
Sounds great.
I'll join you. Right now, the Collective of Plenty isn't facing a serious threat, so we should support the other tribes.
Yet.
Many thanks, you two. Anything you need, send word to me right away.
At least this is not in Samaru, because last year's one took place in Samaru, which was weird, because like usually each of these storylines take place in the region we're in, I think, mostly. But the last two were in Samaru, so this one actually being in Nutland is good. I love Samaru, but going there for a third time for the story quests. Here we go. Still keeping an eye on stream because touch wood, it seems to be fine for now. We'll see what happens. So I had lunch about half an hour ago. More than half an hour ago. Almost an hour ago, actually.
Look, it's Eulalie.
Huh. I wasn't expecting to see you here. Are you here to reinforce us?
How are things looking? Mawika told us to come here.
Oh, the situation must be pretty dire if it's managed to get Eulalie out of the house.
Dire? No, I wouldn't go that far. It's mostly just irritating.
Inconvenience.
I heard we're being hit the hardest out of all the tribes. What are they trying to imply? They just think we're pushovers or something? The more I thought about it, the angrier I got. I couldn't exactly concentrate on my novel after that, so... well, here I am.
So, that's how they earned the ire of Granny Eatsley, huh?
They call themselves the Abyss Order, yes? Ugh, so tasteless. It's exactly the kind of two-dimensional name a clueless writer picks because they don't trust the rest of their writing to persuade the reader of who the real villains are.
Why are they calling out their own writing? Well, those are writing have those writing teams. Did someone put this in there just to call out the head writer or the game or something?
Hey, she's saying your sister has poor taste.
Yes.
Wait, what? Are you saying his sister is a member of the Abyss Order? I only said that because I was mad, but maybe I went too far.
Hey, let's save the chat for later. We've got some enemies incoming.
Oh, I'm so scared. Oh no. Enemies that kick their asses any day.
Good. A much-needed chance to vent my frustration. And not a moment too soon. Things were getting awkward there. Luckily, I'll never have to find out just how badly the rest of that conversation was gonna go.
You said that out loud.
You didn't have to say that last part out loud, Sweet Lolly. Anyway, let's get him!
Yeah, you're not gonna do shit as usual, Paimon. Oh, we're actually using Seat Lolly. I wasn't expecting that.
Get to work!
Ow, fuck you. Yeah, you fucking... There we go, get fucking frozen into pieces. Haha, get fucking frozen solid, you dickhead. Ow.
Let the show begin.
There we go. Does that, fucking asshole.
Suffer the wrath of Eatsley! You asked for it.
There we go. Oh, more? Okay, bring it the fuck on.
Let's get it on!
Let's dance.
Inazuma shines eternal!
Phew. Much better. That's more like it.
Oh, impressive work, Granny Eatsley. If I'd known you were on the case already, I might have reconsidered whether your tribe really needed reinforcements.
If anyone should be reconsidering, it's the Abyss Order. They picked the wrong target this time.
Experience says that if we head in the direction they were attacking from, we should find their stronghold. Why don't we press our advantage and destroy their base? They won't know it hit them.
Hey, was there a battle here just now? Need any help?
No, everyone's defeated.
The warriors from the Masters of the Nightwind are here!
The battle against the Abyss is still fresh on our minds, so everyone's used to working together. Well, morale's high and everyone's here. Let's go take down that stronghold!
Still using Silo, okay.
Show no mercy.
I'll protect us.
Illusion shattered!
Forward! Crush them!
Fuck, I can sneeze again. Ah, fuck, I can't be bothered to read. I'll figure it out.
What is that thing? It's like it's draining the strength right from my body.
Which is...
Find a way to destroy it!
Gladly. Damn it.
Let the show begin.
Nope. Fucking aim the thing. Shut up.
Resistance is faltering. Now's our chance.
Oh, fuck you. Damn, I'm getting fucked up more than usual. You changed the difficulty in this update? Usually it's not getting this railed this hard. I didn't mean to hit that. I meant to do that so I could switch to Seek Lolly. There we go.
You two, time to end them.
Propagate! Spring forth! There is no escape!
Oh, I thought that guy was dead. He's not dead yet. Well, I'm dealing with this asshole first. Right, I said dealing with this asshole first.
Torn to oblivion!
Warriors, attack! After them!
Alright, back to Seek Lolly. Because they're giving us little health things.
I'll protect us. Look alive! You must be the boss here. Time to show you what happens when you mess with the Masters of the Night Wind.
Oh, fuck, I need to take these fuckers out. Huh? You say something? I am going to shove every weapon up your orifice instead. Now we're talking. Oh, you got frozen, bitch.
Illusion shattered! Let's get it on!
I want this guy constantly saying the end. I'm about to shove my fists up your ass instead. Not what I meant to. But
Get to work.
frozen him solid before we can do anything. Charge this, dickhead.
This stronghold is neutralized. Good work, everyone.
Huh. The Abyss orders all bark and no bite.
To be honest, this was anticlimactic. I was hoping for a personal apology at the very least. And ideally, a whole speech acknowledging the superior might of the Masters of the Nightwind.
No, there might be.
Well, whatever. I'll just have to make up for it with some extra wine at the victory feast.
Don't drink too much.
With the stronghold cleared, this area should be safe for the time being. But still, something tells me we can't afford to let our guard down yet.
Is it like the calm before the storm situation?
Maybe it's just me, but an enemy under siege normally defends their stronghold at all costs. The fighting gets more and more intense right till the bitter end. But this time was different. With a few exceptions, most of the enemies here gave up and fled the moment that... well, I don't know, but it seemed like they sensed something.
Huh? Not sure I follow. They did a tactical retreat, that's all. It's just a different strategy.
I'm not convinced. Don't forget, they're radicals who chose to wage war on an entire nation. They don't do things in half measures. It seems out of character to cut their losses and run like that.
So you're saying there's more to this than meets the eye?
Transformers!
I'm saying we don't know enough to be sure of anything at this stage. So let's stay alert and keep our defenses at the ready.
So we're not. No, wait, what? What is as the Abyss? Check this back to square one. I could only get Lumia. This Lumia. I can't mispronounce. To talk to me, I could get an answer for all of this. I'm heading back to Cled. Well, I can't even get the words. The thing.
Paimon had a hunch you might say that. But you're right. If we can somehow use that key to track down your sibling, maybe we can end this war before things get serious. And maybe you can finally get some answers.
I'll be surprised if we do.
Wait, you're leaving? But I was still debating whether to invite you to the first victory feast.
Go ahead, you two. See, Lolly and I will take care of things here.
Oh, so it's going to take us there. Back to the cave, I guess. And I'm assuming a certain someone is going to pop up as soon as we go in there. No, just a hunch.
And we're back where we started. That Hilichurl probably found the key nearby, right? Let's look around for clues. There's no time to waste. Beyond-san and St. Lolly are waiting for us. Oh, we've scoured the entire area, but still nothing. How the heck did the key end up in that Hilichurl's hands?
Fell from the sky?
Are we supposed to believe that it just fell out of your sister's pocket as she passed by?
Well, she doesn't look like she has pockets to begin with. Again, nor does the traveler. Or the male traveler.
Ludicrous to lose something so important in such a dumb way. But then again, who knows? Sometimes in life, things just go missing, and that's that.
Oh, no. I thought it was going to be staying.
Oh, thank goodness. Someone's here. Please help me.
Close.
Who are you? What happened?
No. Now isn't the time.
Why should have she's like in Greek uniform, yeah? She from Conria?
Please, you've got to help me. I'm being chased by monsters and I can't keep running. Can you do something?
Where have you... You've come to the right place.
Yeah, where are they? Paimon doesn't see any monsters behind you.
Huh? I'm sorry, I don't quite understand. They're almost here. This really isn't the time to be joking around.
We're not. We're completely serious. We don't see any monsters.
But how? Ugh, there's no time. They're coming. We gotta run.
Well, I really don't see anything.
What's wrong with that girl? She must be seeing things. Oh no! It looks like something really hit her. Maybe she was right. Quick, let's see if she's okay.
This isn't going to be one of those things where it's like a hallucination or something.
What's wrong? Are you hurt? What was that?
The monsters! They're right there! You need to get out of here. It's too dangerous.
Let me help you up first. Huh? I can see them.
Huh? Oh, now you finally see them. Well, it's about time. I nearly kicked the bucket just now.
I'm sorry.
Great! Thank you, Savior.
Savior?
I'm to fuck them up!
Let's dance.
Damn it, didn't need to press that.
Propagate! Now you shall perish!
fuck! I was trying to split my concentration again and sneeze. Yeah, actually, I sneeze this time. I tried to just die on me. I can sneeze. I know. There we go. I didn't sneeze, but.
You done? Paimon still can't see anything, so she can't tell. You just looked like you were slicing at thin air. Kind of funny, actually.
Don't know what's going on either.
Oh, really?
Let me try one more time.
Sure.
What's wrong?
It's nothing. It's okay. I can see they're all gone now. No need for you to check. I didn't think much of it when the monsters were breathing down our necks, but now that I've calmed down, holding hands with you like this, I'm just a little shy, that's all.
Oh,
Huh? Have you never shaken hands with someone before? You sure get flustered easily.
Well, anyway, I haven't had the chance to introduce myself yet. I'm Deirdith. Thanks for, saving me just now. I'm really grateful for your help.
Deirdith, that's an interesting name.
No worries. Paimon's Paimon, and this is the Traveler. With him around, you'll be safe from any monsters. As long as they're visible. So, what was the deal with those monsters just now, anyway?
Your guess is as good as mine. I could see them the whole time, so when you said you couldn't, I thought you were making fun of me.
Whoa! That must have been scary. The idea that we'd stand by and laugh while some poor girl was being hunted down by monsters?
Would have made us more monsters than the monsters.
Don't worry, we aren't like that. When we say we can't see something, it's because we really can't see it. But more importantly, did the monsters hurt you? How bad is it?
It's nothing serious. But I did sprain my ankle back there. I won't be doing any more running for a while.
There's a cave nearby.
Good idea. We'll take you.
Phew, thank you so much. Despite getting injured, I still feel much safer with you around. I'm gonna stay here until I heal up. Don't want to risk running into any more monsters.
Yeah, you already took a big enough risk coming out here all on your own. So, where are you from, Deirdith?
Let me guess. Camria.
A small village, far away from here. I walked for what seemed like forever and lost my way, so... yeah, I have no idea where I am anymore. Maybe all these trials and tribulations are part of the journey. No one said finding the savior is gonna be easy.
Huh. That's the second time you called the Traveler a savior. What's all that about?
Oh, sorry. It just slipped out. I was caught off guard. The resemblance is so uncanny.
It's because I look. Oh yeah, it's just gonna be like slipping, seeing someone from the past, or seeing something that her siblings saw centuries ago thing again.
Anyway, let me start from the beginning. There was once a sage who passed through my village. People got the sense that she was truly omniscient. The sage said that doomsday was coming,
But as that day approached, a savior would reveal themselves to us. The day of disaster is almost upon us, so my grandmother begged me to leave the village and find the savior before it's too late.
Doomsday?
I've heard people talk about the savior since I was a kid. Growing up, it really made an impression on me. The description is practically etched into my mind.
But I actually need to pee now, and I finished my water, so I'm gonna get myself a glass of water, because as I said before, it's gonna be a hot week here in the UK, so I gotta try and make sure I stay hydrated. So I'll be back in a minute. All right, I'm back. I also put some fresh ice blocks in the fan cooling thing, so maybe that might help a little bit. Hopefully, but the heat is really getting to me. I've got that full blast as well, I think. Full blast? Yeah, I do. Okay.
So when I saw your golden hair for the first time, it was like this image that's existed in my mind's eye all these years suddenly came to life. Everything matched.
Oh, so that's why you were lost for words when you first saw him. Well, the Traveler's definitely got what it takes to be a savior. And he's already got a ton of titles, so he won't mind one extra.
Got my hair getting in my face.
Actually, I don't think it's him.
Oh. That sucks.
What? But didn't you say that everything matched?
Everything except the gender.
Ah.
The savior was described as a young woman.
I mean, I guess that must be his sister then.
Oh, for goodness sake. There are gender requirements to be a savior? Really?
I think I know who it is.
Oh, of course. If it's not you, then it's gotta be her.
Who is it?
Who is it?
You have a sister? Well, then that's it. Oh, it's her. It has to be. Oh, thank goodness. Please, can you take me to see her?
Here's the thing.
Huh. Maybe, if you're lucky. It just depends if we can find her.
Huh? But isn't she your sister?
Sorry. Looks like Paimon steered this conversation back to the fallout between you two. It wasn't on purpose, but that's the reality, so it's hard to avoid.
Okay, fair enough. But since you're looking for her anyway, why don't we team up? We might stand a better chance if we work together.
Have you
Yes. Everyone says that the disaster is inevitable.
I know, like, that this is when it's just like kind of why it kind of bores me a bit. It's happened to him like what, twice that he's met someone who somehow knows his sister. Turns out that they're seeing some ghost or someone seeing some vision from the past that someone from Conrad had closed their match any of the regions they've gone to. How the actual fucking London clicked it yet?
But the savior will rescue us all from our pain and suffering. I've always dreamed of meeting the savior.
Where the calamity she's talking about, unfortunately, has already happened. And I don't know about you, but if I met someone and said I was fun somewhere, I would probably tell them. It's supposed to be this dramatic reveal, but it's obvious she's from Camria.
Do you really buy this whole doomsday thing? Seems kind of far-fetched.
No, that's a Pokemon. She speaks with confidence. I don't think she's lying. Maybe it's another lie sent by the Abyss. Like, look at her clothes. They don't look like anything we've seen from any of the regions. I very much doubt that she's from Shizhnaiza, because Shizhnaiza is supposed to be based off of cold countries. I think Russia, So she'd be wearing warmer looking clothing than this.
See? She broke eye contact. Sure sign of a guilty conscience. Time to press her for answers. What's wrong, Deirdis? Something's clearly bothering you. You want to tell us what's going through your mind?
Oh, I just, how should I put it?
Go on.
The traveler looks just like the savior of my dreams.
Except he's not a girl.
And it's not every day that the savior of your dreams swoops in and saves the day in your moment of crisis. So I'm just a little overwhelmed, that's all.
Oh, yeah.
3 seconds of unbroken eye contact is the limit. I don't think my mind and body can handle any more than that.
Really, huh?
Limit. What happens after 3 seconds?
So I was looking at the stream to make sure it's not dying. Look at Pyro's face; she's even thinking the exact same thing. It's like, supposed to react to that.
I'm sorry. Please forget that I said anything. Let's just leave it there for now. Like I said, I'm going to hide here until I feel well enough to move again. If you manage to find the savior in the meantime, please come and let me know. Thank you.
Are you sure you'll be okay here on your own? Do you have enough to eat?
Huh. So I'm very good at, well, somewhat good at multitasking, especially something like this. I was just double checking how long the quest is. I almost expect it to be up already, but yeah, it's here. It's about just under 2 hours, so we might be able to do this today if it's just under 2 hours.
I'll be fine. I might not be much of a fighter, but I know how to stay hidden.
Depending how
And if I
bad
get
he
hungry,
gets.
I'm sure I'll find something around here. Don't worry about that.
All right then. Well, take care. Being on your own isn't easy. What a mysterious girl. We should definitely keep an eye on her. But hey, at least she seems to like you. And it sounds like she's gonna help look for your sister when she's healed. Anyway, this is probably all the progress we're gonna make for now. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night Wind and see if they need our help.
Alright, let's head back to them then. Is this gonna be one of those lot talking about his sibling? She's not gonna show up. She's gonna show up, but the Travis not gonna see her. It's like he would be like, "Oh, I wonder where he is," and it cuts to her like in the distance looking at him. Thing. As I said, we're still far away from the story ending, so then properly meeting is probably not gonna happen.
Oh, you're
this
back.
month.
How did it go? Find anything?
Nothing substantial, unfortunately. But we had the weirdest experience.
So I take it that the war's still on? That's okay. I just wasn't sure, because things seemed to be at a standstill while you were gone.
Okay.
The Abyss Order hasn't attacked us, and since we don't know what they're planning, we haven't made a move either.
In a word, it's a stalemate. The guards have been keeping watch around the clock, but for everyone else, you wouldn't even know we're at war.
Huh. Really makes you wonder what the Abyss Order's thinking.
I was wondering, Traveler, if you have the time, could you go and pay a visit to the guards? They've been working a pretty demanding schedule. I was gonna go see them myself, but I'm sure they'd appreciate a visit from the greatest hero of our time.
Oh, but you're a great hero too, Yan-san.
Well, since you asked.
Great. Thanks, you two.
Sorry.
Wow, Tumaini, our hero. We've actually fought together before. You probably don't remember it, though.
Yeah, sorry, I don't recall.
That's to be expected. You took point, and I was much further back in the ranks. I saw you, though. You were a great inspiration to us all.
Thank you for standing guard this whole time.
It's all good. Honestly, it's not been that much work. Haven't heard a peep from the enemy.
Yet.
Nothing that would indicate an impending attack. I've spotted a bunch of Abyss Order operatives, but they weren't acting hostile, just hanging around.
Just chilling, playing cards, and smoking cigarettes. Just imagine that, man. Just this Brazilians go playing poker and go, I fold.
There were even moments when they seemed to be meditating. At least, that's what it looked like to me. Maybe it's part of their religion or something. Out of an abundance of caution, I asked some shamans from the tribe to take a look and see if there was anything nefarious at work. But they didn't sense anything untoward, so we just put it down to religious ceremony and left them to it.
Huh. Interesting. Oh well. The more time they spend meditating, the less time they spend trying to beat us to a pulp.
You mean us beating them to a pulp?
Well, the shamans didn't raise any concerns, so how bad could it be? As far as I'm concerned, so long as they don't pose an active threat, they can do all the cult worship activities they want. Besides, as soon as everything's in place and we're ready for an all-out offensive, there'll be no match for us.
Huh. Sounds like morale is pretty high. Guess there's strength and confidence in numbers. Let's keep going, Traveler.
It's going to be. Stand up in a bit. Someone standing helps.
Huh? Is that Tumaini? What brings you here? Is this like a meet and greet?
Kind of. With a Super Saiyan looking hair.
I wasn't. I'm so nervous.
Hey, come on! You'd march to war without so much as blinking. What's so scary about a chat with a traveler, huh?
It should hum, but it says in the bottom in text.
It's not the same thing at all. There are plenty of chances to go to war, but a one-on-one chat with our great hero, that could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
You don't want to miss your chance to blow.
How can I not be nervous? What if I say something wrong? Or if my posture's bad? Or if I accidentally make a weird expression with my face? One bad impression can stick for life.
No one's here to judge you on your posture or your facial expressions. Relax.
He just slumps down and goes. Makes a weird face.
All right then. I'm sorry, great hero, but I have a small favor to ask.
Let Paimon guess. An autograph, right? That's easy.
May I challenge you to a fight?
Wow, Paimon was way off.
What? How can you be so audacious and so sheepish at the same time? Huh. Paimon's starting to think your nervousness is all just an act.
No, of course not. I just figured that if I don't ask now, I'll regret it for the rest of my life.
Okay, let's give him an ass beating then.
But I am still on patrol, so please, Great Paimon, if you wouldn't mind taking over for me for just a few minutes?
Ugh, again with the sheepish audacity. Just pick one or the other, will you?
I think it's a fair request. I'm actually gonna fight him. Rock, paper, scissors, go!
Obviously, I never expected to win, but until now, I didn't appreciate just how great the gulf was between us. I'll be bragging about the day I got to spar with Tumaini for the rest of my life. Today's really my lucky day.
Is he gonna die? Most times in writing, when a random side character says it's my lucky day, it means they're gonna die later.
Paimon can't keep up with you. Your tone has changed all over again. Now you've had a spar with the Traveler. What gives?
My ice cube looks like an hourglass, so I'm getting very distracted today. Poorly different. Oh, for what's that? See it? Oh, it's not gonna focus enough. It's no, you can't really see. Hang on, can you see it? Like, it looks like it. Focus. No, I think it's. Oh, you son of a bitch! It's split. It did look like an hourglass. I swear. All right. Well, I just realized I think I have it on here as well. I could have just turned to one here, even if it's just in the corner. Oh, I don't. I thought I have it on this same source, but I don't see anything that says hanging unless this is it. Last night. Huh. Oh, anyway.
Well, some people connect through conversation, but we warriors bond by sparring. And now that I've had a bout with the hero, we're no longer strangers. Nothing to be nervous about anymore.
Okay. Well, to each their own. But Paimon's still gonna stick to conversation.
Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary?
Not at all. We haven't spotted any new enemy movements.
As Paimon expected, nothing here either. Let's do another lap and get back to Yan-san.
You're back. So, did the guards find anything?
Okay, I'm gonna stand for a bit because it's been 2 hours. Just gonna sort things out while the dialogue plays out.
Nothing much, no. Someone mentioned that the Abyss Order has been doing some kind of meditation or prayer, but apparently it seemed harmless.
Well, it turns out it isn't. They're summoning some monster or something.
Paimon wants to lodge a complaint about one of the guards, though. His name's Kentalo.
Ignore Paimon.
Traveler? You're back already? And no one thought to wake me up, huh?
She was sleeping? Hello.
In fairness, you look pretty hungover. Can't imagine anyone wanting to wake you up in that state.
Oh, she got wasted again.
I'll have you know I'm perfectly sober when I'm hungover. Okay. I'll admit that sounds strange at face value, but regardless. What I meant to say is, I heard something about the Abyss Order engaging in meditation.
Yeah, that's right. Does it mean anything to you, St. Lolly?
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
That doesn't sound good.
Oh, what does that mean?
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still. It's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on.
No? Yeah? Oh, put my cat up on the mic. Do something out? It's purring. Don't think it's gonna get. Yeah. Hey, I'm biting. No, I think I shouldn't be holding him. He's a white cat, and I'm wearing a black shirt. I'm gonna put him down and have fur covered all over me. I'll put that. Hey, let me. Don't tack the cables. Yep, I got fur on me. He's the one who molts the most. It's like, well, it's probably because it is just white cat fur. It's just so more noticeable than any of the cat fur. Yeah. We're in here. This place is the hottest place in the house. Well, he's near the fan, so he's at least smart enough to be near the place that's the call's coming from. But if he moves, I might have to stick the fan on the rotate thing, so that he gets some cold air, huh? Yeah.
Oh. So even someone as familiar with the ley lines as you can't tell what's going on. No wonder the shamans that Satura called to the front lines couldn't sense anything.
Ian-san, I think we should go talk to the chiefs. There's no point dragging this out. We need to take the initiative and drive the Abyss Order out of Natlan for good.
If that's the Council of Granny Eatsley, I'm sure the chiefs will agree. But it will still take us some time to gather the required force. In war, adequate planning and preparation is the key to victory.
Sure, but the finer details aren't my concern. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Just remember to come find me when you're ready to talk to the chiefs. Oh? Sure, what is it? Huh, you mean only select individuals can see them? Now that's a strange one. I guess they could be manifestations of a disturbed psyche? Or extreme negativity embodied in physical form? It could also be a simple case of dead monsters whose souls got stuck here somehow. Well, I say simple. Things quickly get confusing when you start looking into monster souls. For starters, trying to figure out which classification system to use is a real pain in the...
Pain in the ass?
Alright, we get it! Granny Eatsley's learning and wisdom knows no bounds. But could we just get the short answer?
Hey, I was just thinking out loud. You really think I was just trying to flaunt my knowledge?
Kinda.
Anyway, the short answer is... there are many potential explanations for the kind of phenomenon you describe. That said, It's not something I've ever encountered in all my years.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, if Granny Eatsley's never seen it, it might as well not exist, right?
Hey, I'm not that old.
I agree. It's hard to say what it is for sure.
Care to elaborate on what happened? This all sounds rather mysterious.
How should how I have a guarantee the minute we go back to that cave, that woman's no longer gonna be there.
Really? You had to hold her hand to see the monsters? Sounds a little contrived.
Huh? That's the part that bothers you?
Why? Were you jealous that I didn't hold your hand?
Maybe the point is more that it requires direct physical contact, whether that be hand-holding or otherwise.
So contact her.
But that's neither here nor there. What bothers me is, it sounds like she's convinced that your sibling, the leader of the Abyss Order, is a savior. That really makes me question whose side this girl is on, and whether what she told you about her background is actually the truth. Sorry if that comes across as paranoid. It's just hard not to be suspicious of everything when we're in the middle of a war.
Actually, Paimon feels like you make a fair point.
Whoever this girl is, she sounds like bad news.
Sounds like someone's jealous that they get some hand holding action.
Okay, well, you're clearly just jumping to conclusions.
Do you think she's a spy?
It's hard to know what to make of it. A young lady all by herself, lost in the middle of nowhere, sees monsters that no one else can, calls the leader of the Abyss Order her savior. At the very least, we should remain vigilant. Keep a close watch on her.
Sounds sensible. On that note, we probably shouldn't have left her by herself in that cave.
Traveler, we still need some time to muster our forces. Maybe you could check on her if you're not busy. Just be careful.
Might as well. She seemed to trust me after.
It's settled then. Let's go check on her.
Don't worry, I'm sure
He's going to be mysteriously gone. Let's start showing her. And it's Dane. I think right. Going to be there instead. Because whatever thumbnail, PR or whatever it is they showed for this story showed him in it, so he's got to show up at some point. It's funny. I think last time we did these in between story things, it was actually hot as well.
Here we are. Deirdre will still be here, right?
Nope.
Oh, so quiet though. Uh-oh. What if Yansan was right? Maybe she never intended to stay here at all.
That's Oh no, she's still here.
Traveler, watch out!
Huh? Oh damn! He didn't do the classic. He accidentally gets bumped on the head unawares. He's like, I just blocks it one arm like it was nothing. Shh. Maybe he is a spy.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know it was you. I heard a noise and I thought it was the monsters coming to get me.
That sounds unlikely, because you could hear Paimon's voice very easily.
Did I hurt you? Oh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking straight.
If I thought it would hurt, I would have tried to dodge it.
thought we'd walked into a trap.
It's a trap!
Maybe we shouldn't have sneaked in without announcing it. Then you would have known we weren't monsters.
To be honest, I've been really on edge since you left. I just have this constant feeling that any second, the monsters are gonna come back and get me. And it's not like I can run from them.
You try.
There's also no way to cook here. It's good you got back when you did. Another hour and a half and you probably would have found me starved to death.
Oh, that's weirdly precise. Though, it does explain why your attack on the Traveler was so weak. Wait, if you really thought you were gonna starve or get killed by monsters, why'd you promise that you'd be okay here on your own?
I just didn't want to lose face in front of my hero. He already saved my life once. That's more than enough. I just don't want to come across as a constant burden.
Huh. For someone on the brink of starvation, you're pretty preoccupied with your image. What's the real reason?
What? That is the real reason. I'm kind of bearing my soul here, you know?
Just be an injured civilian. She's clearly from I know you don't know what the clothes look like, but I feel like if I was in the Traveler series, we've been to almost all 7 regions. By logic, if Sheshniza is cold country and she was from there, she wouldn't be in this clothing. And even then, if she was in warm clothing, it'd be something similar to like her tactics clothing, but she also isn't. So the only logical explanation would be that she's from well, actually, now that I think about it, maybe not. No, because I don't think anyone in Sumeria's wearing something similar to what she's wearing, actually.
Anyway, so, could you make me some food now?
You're unbelievable. Sure, I know. Yeah.
Oh, Paimon's getting hungry now, too.
Paimon's
Go
always
on,
hungry.
Then. You can join us for dinner.
Oh, it's not nighttime.
Whew. I am so full. Thanks for saving me. Again. Starvation feels like a distant memory now.
No trouble at all.
Huh. You can really pack it away, Deardith. Guess that explains how you had the energy to make it this far.
I tried so hard to hold back, but it looks like I still came across like a total glutton.
Paimon didn't even realize how late it is. Hey, the night sky here is really pretty.
Yeah, and it's all thanks to you both that I'm able to relax and enjoy it. I was cooped up in that cave the whole time you were gone. Now, I'm finally out. The air seems fresher, and the stars more beautiful than ever before.
You weren't in there that long.
But she thought she was going to starve to death.
When I was young, I used to lie on the roof of my house, gazing up at the stars.
That seems unsafe.
And often, my mind would drift to this question. Is this starry sky actually real?
Oh yeah, that's the whole thing about that, is the sky real? Why would she think that? Does she know about the false sky?
But my grandma would tell me, the answer to that question doesn't really matter. Think of all the people in our village who spend their entire lives here, she'd say. To them, that little village is their whole world. And so, if it's our destiny to live beneath this sky all our lives, then whatever may or may not lie beyond, this is our world. And that sky is real to us.
It's real to me! Sorry.
Paimon kinda gets you, but also not really. Is it kind of like how journeying with the Traveler is everything to Paimon right now?
Aww. That seems kind of right.
I really treasured my world for a really long time.
My world. Why should you say it like that?
The village was my everything. The houses, the scenery, stories I always loved to hear about the Savior. But I could never bring myself to agree with Grandma. Even if the village was my entire world, I still had to know what lay outside its borders.
Yeah! Go you!
So, I finally ventured out and set off on my journey to find the Savior. I'm going to make my world bigger, one step at a time. And I'm not going to stop until I've seen what's beyond the stars.
Yeah.
Maybe then, I'll finally get an answer to the question I had as a child.
What's that? Beyond the stars?
Who knows? Maybe one day, I'll be sitting and chatting just like we are now, but with someone from another world.
About that!
Yeah, one day. Oh, if only we could tell her. But it's probably best not to open that can of worms right now.
And she probably heard us.
I need to find the Savior and protect my world. Then, I can make sure it continues to grow.
So I need to pee again. The problem with all this hot, wet, or whatever, the more I drink, the more I'm going to be peeing more often. Okay. Alright, I'm back. Hello, something's rubbing stuff against my leg. You're not getting food, it's not feeding. Go a while before it's feeding time.
That's the most worthwhile thing I could think of doing, so I've been giving it everything I've got.
Show me what you got.
You know what? That's pretty cool. Paimon kinda wants to root for you now.
Sorry. I got a little carried away. I always get chatty after a hearty meal. Just like my grandma.
Hearty meal. the more we chat, the more convinced I am she's not a bad person. And it doesn't sound like she's been bewitched by the Abyss Order. Maybe we can afford to trust her.
Hold on. Shh. It's them. The monsters are back.
Where? Oh, still invisible, huh?
In that case, give me your hand.
Can you see them now?
Yes. Stay back. I'll handle them. Cracks knuckles. Oh. Since when did you do that?
Paimon still can't see anything. But please, be careful.
Oh, is that so that his sister shows up and Paimon doesn't see it? Because the interesting thing is I don't think... Yeah, Paimon's never seen the sibling.
There is no
Which
escape.
is questionable to say the least. I know there's the whole theory that Paimon is the unknown god at the start. I still doubt that, but I think it might be related somehow that Paimon doesn't know. Because you wouldn't make... Because Paimon's the mascot of the game. Like, the fucking app for the game has her face on it. Making her so the main villain all along. It's very risky to say the least.
Illusion shattered.
Let's dance.
And it feels like too on the nose. The person who's been traveling through this whole time is the person who's the bad guy who's separated from your sibling. I mean, even them being somewhat related to the villain is also cliche, but I feel like the other one was just, I don't know,
Shine down. Inazuma shines eternal.
worst idea.
Scatter.
There we go, get fucked.
I'll protect you.
Fuck. No. Yes.
Huh? Wow, that was fast. Did you get all of them? Oh, Paimon's slowly but surely getting used to the sight of you fighting thin air.
I'm slowly getting used to the new voice.
You doing all right, Deirdith? Deirdith? Hey, it's okay. There's nothing to be scared of anymore.
Oh, I'm fine. I just spaced out there for a moment.
You spaced out? That's a pretty bold move under the circumstances.
I was just... the image of the traveler fighting to protect me. I was trying to commit it to memory. Seems like the least I can do.
Sounds kind of weird, so
All right. Whatever floats your boat.
Jeez. Oh, fuck. They ran out actually sneeze on stream. Or is it a relief?
Anyway, there are no more monsters in the area, and it's getting late. Why don't you stay here tonight?
Sounds reasonable to Paimon. What do you think, traveler?
Persons. But I can't.
All right.
All left.
Deirdith will be... Huh? Deirdith? Why are you going in alone?
Oh, we're gonna see our sister in the dream. now. Oh, no, in the was it Nightlands or whatever the fuck's Night Kingdom. I was close. This is the Night Kingdom. Yep, there's our sister. Yeah. Actually, she doesn't have pockets. Unless this guy has a hidden pocket somewhere. Right? Well, yeah, I think she won't have a voice either. Because although both their actors are back, apparently they didn't have time to record for this. Which is fine. If she's the only one I have to read, that's fine by me. My headache is gone. I think I hear a voice in the darkness.
Doomsday. A fitting name indeed. A blood-red sky. Wild beasts that slaughter all in sight. Endless pain. A terrible curse that cannot be reversed.
Rhyme.
And the birth of a savior.
Okay. Dream I just had.
You're awake. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Is she holding my hand? Is she like his sister in disguise?
You just look quite distressed, like you were having a nightmare. I thought if I took your hand into mine, you might find it soothing. At least, that's what my family always did when I had nightmares. But it didn't seem to work on you. In fact, I think I made it even worse. I'm so sorry.
Oh, is that right? You better not be trying to pull a fast one on the Traveler.
What? Don't be so... I have more self-control than that.
Right there? I'm staying near the fan like a... Stay near the fan. Keep yourself nice and cool, okay? Bowl of water over there if you feel thirsty.
Self-control? What does that have to do with it?
Anything. What did I see in my dream just now? I think I saw illuminate in the Night Kingdom at the very start of the dream, but I can't remember what happened next. Remember, if never mind, if the memory is gone, I can't force myself to remember it. I'm going back to sleep.
No way is Paimon getting back to sleep after this. You go ahead. But for the rest of the night, Paimon is staying up to keep an eye on this young lady.
Aw. Do I really seem that shady to you?
Well, Deirdre, there should be enough food for 3 days. Make sure you eat the perishable stuff first, so nothing goes to waste. You can't tell which stuff is perishable, right?
No.
Yeah, I can tell from the ingredients. Thank you so much for making all this for me. 3 days will definitely be enough time for my ankle to heal. Then I'll continue on my journey to find the savior.
Alright, then we'll be off. Bye for now, Deirdre.
See you? Wait! But if this is goodbye, how am I supposed to find you again? Oh, I mean, what if I find your sibling? How am I supposed to let you know?
Ah, that's a good point. We share the same goal, but we're constantly on the road, so we've got no fixed address. How about this? When the time comes, you can just write a letter to Mawika. She'll be able to find us for sure.
Mawika? Who's Mawika?
Hold on.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here! But it doesn't look like they're marching to war. More like they're running away?
Boy, Mawika.
Where? What are you talking about?
A bunch of Abyss Order thugs! You don't see them? They're heading right this way!
That's strange. I guess it's my turn to not be able to see the monsters.
I bet.
You're right. I see them now. You weren't joking after all. So this is what it's like.
Here's my fear. I think she's from Kamura and it's got displaced out of time. That's why she can't see the monsters here, and the monsters we're seeing are monsters from the past. Sort of situation. A bit of wibbly wobbly, timey wimey situation.
What a weird situation. What is making these monsters invisible? Is it Deerdith? Or the monsters themselves? Or is it us? Well, might as well mow these ones down, just so they can't pose a threat to the tribes.
Oh, okay, I don't have to fight them. He's just going to do it himself.
Woohoo! All done! Their morale seems super low. Guess they really were on the run, huh?
So there's no more of them, right? I still can't wrap my mind around this. Why couldn't I see them until you took my hand?
Believe me, I'm as baffled as you are. So plot thickens. Turns out there are also monsters which I can see, but Deer can't.
So, any ideas on why those monsters might have been running away? Maybe something went down on the front line. Oh, Paimon's getting a little worried about Eon-san and the others. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night Wind right away. We gotta go. Bye for now, Deerdith.
See ya, and please take care.
As the traveler put it, the plot thickens. And so does the humidity in the air.
We're back. We ran into quite a big group from the Abyss Order just now. Has something happened at the front?
The front line has collapsed.
Huh? But how?
When did the Abyss Order send in reinforcements?
No, relax. Their front line has collapsed, not ours.
Huh?
Feels like you could have phrased that more clearly at the start. But this is good news, right? Why'd you still look so serious?
Why so serious? Did they finally launch an attack?
No, we're still mustering troops. Nowhere near ready to go on the offensive. So at first, I was also confused about what exactly happened out there.
Oh, could it be Stain?
But just now, I got the full story from a guard who was on the scene. He watched the enemy lines crumble in real time.
What did he see?
One person. Just a single individual. They stormed the enemy lines and attacked with a vengeance, cutting them down like paper dolls.
Oh, I wonder who that is.
They wielded an unknown power and fought with a sword style that no one recognized. The guard who relayed this to me said that before he even had time to react, the enemy was decimated.
Alright, got it.
I'm only recounting what I heard, and I'm sure the guard in question must be exaggerating to some extent. But still, we have to identify this person. And assuming they're a neutral party, We'll need to figure out how to engage with them. Clearly, they're a force to be reckoned with, so we don't want to come across as too weak or too hostile. It's quite a diplomatic conundrum.
You don't need to sweat it, Eon-san. From your description, we're already pretty confident that we know this person.
Ah, God, they clicked on who it is.
Honestly, with the Abyss Order acting out so publicly, it's about time he showed up.
Yeah, who else could it be?
Dainsliff.
Dainsliff, that's how you pronounce it. Dainsliff. I'm bad with names, remembering them and reading them. The question remains, is he going to be voiced? That's the question. I guess we should just go from where we're at. That might be high up or low. It's low down, it's over there. It's going to be him, but it'll be interesting to see if he's voiced or not. It's like I said, although the strike's firing over, they've came to an agreement that if the Traveler's voice actor didn't get a chance to start recording lines yet, it might be the same for you as well. Oh, here he is. Yeah, I know it. Are you... Where are you? Ugh. God. Where are you? Waiting. Were you... Oh, were you waiting for me?
It's been a while, Dane. And, yeah, after we heard what went down, we figured you'd shown up.
It's just a shame. I love hearing you.
You caused quite a stir, you know. Oh, this is a friend of ours from Natlan. Her name's Eon-san. She insisted on coming here to thank you in person.
It is my honor, Mr. Dainsliff.
Always like a lot of these ones, they'll probably record the lines like for future stuff. I don't think they're gonna leave them unvoiced.
Thank you for breaking the stalemate in our war against the Abyss Order. Natlan is fortunate to share a common enemy with such a mighty warrior as yourself.
No need to thank me. I hate the Abyss Order for my own reasons.
Please don't mind him, Eon-san. He always talks like that, but he's a pretty nice guy deep down.
It's quite alright. Uezo Eonson respects those of great power. It's quite clear that he meant no offense, and I am still delighted to make his acquaintance.
It's a shame, because he was like barely involved in the last one. And him not being voiced, which means for the rest of this, it's going to be a lot of this. We'll see how things go, because I'm not the best reader. You might have to cut.
Since you're old friends, I'll leave you to catch up for now. Take your time.
For another time. It's the heat. So I was thinking, like, oh, if we've only got like, let's just check, we've got like roughly 50-ish minutes of this. That's good. 50, not 15. But it might be longer with my reading skills.
Sure thing. You probably have plenty of other stuff to do anyway, right? Since this war isn't exactly over. See you later, Eon-san!
This is a good opportunity to get better at reading.
Dang! Would it have killed you to be a little more polite? She's our friend!
Because I hear the more you read, the better you get at reading. Please, he's soaked out on the floor. He shouldn't be in here if it's too hot. He's least, like I said, he's at least near the fan. Anson, yes, I will remember the name, but I will not invoke more emotion than it is necessary than dealing with the civilians of the Seven. It's a matter of principle for me. Fine, since you helped break the stalemate, I'll let this one off the hook.
Ugh, so stubborn. But whatever. So anyway, Dane, do you have any new info about the Abyss Order for us? Any idea what they're trying to achieve with this war, for example?
Never before have I seen the Abyss Order take action in such a large scale. Yay! Got that right. Look at the closed captions for art as if I'm reading it wrong. Taking the fact that taking the face value, it seems highly illogical in a war with Nutman. The odds are stacked firmly against them. They suddenly could not be could be underwhelmed for this. Their true goal must be a deeper one.
We thought so too. But it sounds like you're no closer to learning what that goal is than we are.
I've been on the case for some time. Even camps and so the Abyss Order members. Yet still, I am none of the wise. I am only assuming that they have a goal to gain large to keep their real objective a secret. Oh, so basically using using this war as a cover up to what they're actually up to. I have a bad thing about this. The Abyss Order is wasting a lot of its forces attacking Natlan, so whatever they stand to gain must hold a significant value to them.
What do you think we should do?
Since we lack the intent for now, we must as well continue to focus on the fighting. Leave them to their if they're so willing to sacrifice manpower for it. Indeed, in turn to make this great outcome. Okay. If we use this opportunity correctly, I believe we can send the very motivation for the Abyss Order's force. They'll never be able to a large effort again. That outcome is well worth our time. That's right. The idea is to be destroyed then before they can reach their goal.
Paimon gets it. Nothing in the world can satisfy you like making mincemeat out of the Abyss Order, right?
Right.
Wow. Okay. A rare, candid response from Dane.
Sounds like Dane is one man attack on the armed enemy forces. What about you? Any news to share from your end?
Well, actually, we found his sister's hibernation chamber key near the Collective of Plenty. She must have lost it.
Ryan. So she's here in person. I'm given this operation.
Oh, and there's more! After finding the key, we also ran into this weird girl.
Who, by some happenstance, Dane knows.
She kept seeing monsters that we couldn't see, and then, this other time, we saw a lord of monsters, but she couldn't. She also said she was on a journey to find the Savior. Her description of this Savior matched the Traveler pretty closely, so we figured it's probably his sister.
Hold on, girl. Called the Savior? Yeah,
that's right. Is something the matter, Dane?
The last time I heard that was before the cataclysm, and not. I fucking knew it. I knew it. Not just that, the reference to the sister them too. But who would still believe in the of the Savior when the cataclysm has already taken place? It makes no sense. We're gonna do some wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff.
Wait, wasn't his sister called the princess though? Where did this savior thing come from?
Well, when she was first gained the title of princess, the king and the set above they made it sound they made it sound as if with her there, all plans and would be away, and the future of Kamia would be bring when or any more could imagine. The Savior was the title given to the princess by those who believed this. Of course, you know how the story ends in the irony is all the title really show smooth for the
Oh, sounds like the people of Conria really believed in her.
Is that one? As for the girl you met, allow me to offer my or she could be like staying, forced to be immortal or something. I think wasn't that his whole deal? She, your bloodline counted. So she's another one who has the curse of immortality. They may have reached somewhere cut off from the rest of the world, so they don't know what's happened. That would explain how her people would lose into the golden hair survive.
Ah, Paimon gets it now. So a bit like Kaya, except she grew up somewhere more isolated. Still, that doesn't explain the invisible monster situation.
If she can't provide us with any more, if I suggest we out back to the abyss order.
Sure. Also, why don't you stay with us at the Masters of the Night Wind for tonight? You must be tired after all that fighting today.
I'm sure he's going to decline and go and sleep outside or something. I'll consider it, but my next step first thing tomorrow morning. We can't give the Abyss Order any time to regroup. Oh, they know the way. I don't even open these. I mean, because apparently after this bandit's going to be my weaker, so I was like, maybe gonna save some of my rolls for her. It's not really. I don't think it's gonna be. We will do the summer event because, like I said, although we're doing like 2, maybe 21 with Infinite Nikki 3, I don't want to do too much gotcha stuff because I will get myself burned out. But because then we'd be doing like the summer, if there is a summer event, since I've been streaming, it felt weird not to do that event. Let's wait. I think I'll sit back down and stand for just an hour now. Ugh. We can't just give them that much time.
Is that Dane and Neon-san discussing strategy together?
Seems like it.
Huh. Looks like they're getting along just fine. Morning! What are you guys talking about?
You're here. I have some good news to share with you. We just got word from the Scions of the Canopy. Their intelligence has reported that they've discovered the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natlan.
Yes!
After their front lines dissolved, the bulk of their forces fell back to that area. It's also where their central command is located. The location? The Cinder City.
Cinder City, huh? That tracks. Seems like their kind of place. Hey, this is great! This could be our chance to crush the Abyss Order once and for all! And with any luck, maybe we'll find your sister there too.
I'll be surprised if we do.
Yep, our army is almost ready, and we've sent a message to Mawika to let her know the plan. We can't really launch an operation this big without the okay from the Archon.
I beg to differ. This is wasting time. You have the intel you need, so act on it. Every second you delay only increases the Abyss Order's odds of survival.
I've already explained my reasoning, Mr. Dainsliff. I understand your concern, but an immediate strike is not on the cards for us.
Very well then, I will go there alone. Thank you for the intel.
You're gonna go on your own? Come on, be sensible. Just wait a tiny bit longer, and you'll have a whole army going with you.
It's all right. I support your decision, Mr. Dainsliff.
Huh? Shouldn't you be talking sense into him?
I admire his courage, and I believe he is strong enough to take on the Abyss Order on his own.
It seems like it.
And even if things don't go to plan, he just needs to bide his time until we arrive with reinforcements. Mr. Dainsliff, I wish you the very best of luck.
Many thank you. Thank you.
Looks like he's waiting for you to say something, Traveler.
Allow me to join you, Dainsliff.
For a second there, Paimon actually thought he was gonna brave it alone. And then he called his own bluff.
Oh, it's over here. I see. This place where this little fuck is going. Oh wait. Oh, thank God it's separate. They do that thing where it separates it from this. That's good to know. Because I haven't really done most of the side stuff. Because like I said, so many gates.
Is this the place? The Abyss Order's hideout in Natlan?
Try to do all the side stuff in between playing several games on and off stream. All these years, the Abyss Order has managed to enter and stay hidden or defeat there. This must be the first I've ever had to finally make this. Which may once the fighting starts, I can't promise I will be able to have your back at a moment's notice. But if you run into the abyss powered mages, feel free to leave them to me. I will take care of them. I take care of them. Take care of them when I can.
It's been so long since we fought with Dane side by side. Paimon's confident we can clear this place out long before Eon-san arrives.
Let's hope so.
And if you get to meet your sister again, even better. Let's go.
We've got about roughly 40 minutes left of this. Oh, he's actually in our party. Interesting. Oh, but not like how I think it is. Okay, so he's like it's basically like a summon character. Oh, I'm fine. We'll just stick what we've got right now. I see, and it's like a cooldown. So it's not like we actually switched him, which means maybe he might become an actual playable character.
Propagate.
Unfortunately, he's not talking at this point, which is a shame, but oh well.
Let the show begin.
Well, I should take care of this fucker first. By knocking him off the edge, get fucked! Almost. Oh, I thought I had like glide across, but I guess not. Oh fuck! No, damn it! I was trying to.
We can do it.
Who the fucking? Oh, whatever. I'm pressing my buttons. There we go. There we go. That's what I wanted.
Spring forth.
Let's dance.
He's definitely using a different power. I wonder if we're going to know what his power actually is up to.
Torn to oblivion.
Get fucked, bitch.
Very different battle from the one we fought with Eon-san. No one's backing down. They're fighting back with everything they have.
This doesn't sound good.
The abyss has come.
As it now, what's going to come and go eventually? Where am I? I thought you had the special up ready.
The gifts of grace.
Ready, steady, go.
Oh, another one's decided to come in. It's the other cat now. Hello, Rusty.
There is no escape.
Shot. Summon him. There we go. Jesus Christ. Get fucked. I think I should just generally say staying for that.
Let's dance.
Illusion shattered.
Then again... There we go. Oh, I see that thing drains. I forget that thing drains everything. Having to get rid of that fucking ice bastard over there. The water bars. Either one of the fucking elemental bastards. What did you just say? Something like dance with me? Actually, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Damn, this is sounding way more tough than it usually is. Staying.
The relentless spectre that
Ah.
haunts us. The abyss is all present.
Shit's getting fucking... God damn it! Okay, I need to... Shit, that's not what I wanted to hit. Fuck! This is like the first time in a long time I actually had trouble. Food. There we go. Usually Barbara's healing was enough.
Illusion shattered.
Let's take rid of the other. Oh no, I thought that one was. Ah, god damn it! Son of a bitch! Okay, no, fucking die already! Rather you not. Get fucked, fuck the phone's on low power. Fuck! Jesus. Damn, I've got... Oh, well, I can't read that. It went too quick. He said something and unfortunately it was too quick for me to read. There's our last target.
Twilight Sword Dainsleif. Is this really what you want?
It is indeed. I will take any opportunity to hunt you down to the last man.
So, where's the Traveler's sister then?
Not here,
Or
obviously.
is this guy supposed to be in charge here?
Most likely.
So, this is a hunt to you. I must say I pity you, Dainsleif. The death you dole out so readily to others is a luxury you yourself cannot enjoy. But today, that is the least of your worries. Do you realize that all your years of pursuing us are being rendered utterly meaningless, even as we speak?
Right. I must know what that means for you. I like to see what makes you believe you've already won, or can you still turn the tides of this war?
Then allow me to be frank. As far as we are concerned, our princess has already won by other means. And I do not merely mean this battle. No. Her Highness has achieved something far greater. For today, the The Abyss Order's greatest wish has finally been fulfilled.
The Abyss Order's greatest wish?
Our Highness quietly infiltrated the Night Kingdom to exploit that realm's past experience with ley line reconstruction. And then used the Loom of Fate to reweave the ley lines of Conria.
What? She used the Loom of Fate? Wait, does this mean the attack on the Masters of the Night Wind was all a smokescreen to give her some cover? Oh no! This makes too much sense.
Correct. As of now, our homeland has been revived.
What?
And all of my comrades that you have slain, Dainsleif, they shall forget the struggles that have beset them these past 500 years, and begin their lives anew in a Conria restored to life.
What a load of drivel. Your falsehoods are riddled with. My eyes tell you.
Right! You still need a few steps after that, such as finding a place to host the ley lines you just re-wove. Plus, if it was really so easy, Boika and the captain would have had a way easier time during the war.
I have one simple question. If Conria has indeed been revived, as you claim, then where is it?
Oh, you poor fools. Clinging to delusions, even after the truth has been plainly revealed to you. Think back on the past few days. Have you truly not noticed anything amiss since the start of the war?
I sense something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
Oh, what does that mean?
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still. It's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on.
Wait, that's all. That's all. There were other signs as well. I'm just gonna. This time's winding on, and it's getting closer and closer to 3. We've got like roughly 30-ish minutes left of this. They're gonna just recap it either way. So let's write down another possible art. Maybe in a different time and space from if she's come over. Okay. So it's wibbly wobbly timey wimey situation then. It has spoken as much as actually. Yeah, I'm gonna just try and read this to myself because otherwise it's just gonna be a lot quicker because I'm a very slow reader. You trust it? Nonsense, that Kaya has been revived. Useless, I see. Okay, we're fighting now. Oh, it's like all that. There's a fucking goddamn do the button. Dude, Oh my god. Buttons in this. Seriously. I'm pressing the triangle. No. No, for fuck's sake. Do stack. Oh god, this is so infuriating at times. It just doesn't want to do the thing half of the time.
There is no escape.
It's not the first time I've had this. I was doing some events that required me to use those buttons and it still wouldn't work.
Let's get it on. Ha, you asked for it.
Spring forth!
I'll protect
That will not bring shame to the name of the abyss!
Whatever you say, mate.
Shine down.
Oh, got him. Unless he's gonna have a transformation.
That should be all of them, right? So, we've destroyed the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natlan, but somehow, that didn't feel satisfying at all. Are you still thinking about what that guy said? You look really worried.
Understand. I think she might be from the revived Khaenri'ah. Yes. I've said my piece. I doubt Khaenri'ah could have been revived so easily, but if it will give you some peace of mind, you should talk to her and try and test your theory. I'll stay here and do some post-battle cleanup. Perhaps there's some clues left to find. His sister's gonna show up, isn't she? Uh-oh. Behind you! I thought your voice and seemed familiar. My mask. I should have made sure you were dead. A curse of immortality has struck you too. Then
500 years on, and you still refuse to address me as master.
oh wait, I keep forgetting. Why was I worried about Stain getting stabbed through the chest? He's immortal.
Don't forget, Dainsleif. You may be the renowned Twilight Sword, while my arm has grown too feeble to swing a blade. But I taught you everything you know about wielding a blade.
You'll cost all yours. Go.
Be that as it may, under the circumstances, I see no further reason for us to fight. The curse of immortality means neither of us has a way to completely destroy the other.
Speak for yourself. I intend to kill you 100 times over.
Have you finally had enough? You weren't joking then, huh? Never, in all my worst nightmares, have I experienced anything close to the pain of 100 deaths. Surely, there's no point taking out all your hatred on me alone.
as that was just for your actions in the Abyss Order. If I took it into account that what you did in Kanye, you soon find out how much darkness your nightmares can become. Darker your nightmares can become.
All right, I believe you. Still, aren't you at least a little tired now? Why don't we sit down, perhaps? Chat a little.
Oh, this is interesting. The next couple of parts of this is going to be with Stain, which is a problem for me.
What? Not a fan of reminiscing about old times? Well, I suppose you don't have many fond memories to look back on.
Never thought you'd side with the Abyss Order. You could have easily the princess for her beliefs.
Indeed. When the cataclysm first struck, everyone prayed for the Savior to deliver them. But she was nowhere to be found. Yes, we knew that the great abyssal power within her had been divided up.
Oh, so if the male travelers there, they could have stopped it.
Yet we still despaired at her choice to leave us. Still, I believe that everything she's doing now, including her regret over what happened, comes from a genuine place in her heart. And besides, who else can we place our faith in? We are proud Conrians, are we not? I mean, we can hardly turn to the gods.
I suppose you haven't changed. I suppose you have changed a lot over the past 500 years. Otherwise, I would never expect you to forgive her. Had you been so generous during your times at the Night Academy as you might have had come. Okay.
Is that so?
All my good deeds were clear in this code of. Yet as much as it pains me to bring up his name, even as So now I'm just going to thumb for this because there's going to be a lot of reading and I haven't got a lot of time. We're close to finishing this.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dainsleif. I would apologize to you for those actions, truly. But the fact is, I honestly can't remember them anymore. Look at me. Look at what has become of me. Only by the Abyss's grace have I managed to maintain this physical form. But as for the rest, memories, spirit, emotions, personality, they have long become eroded, fragmented beyond recognition. Even if mine was a past steeped in sin or in shame I once longed to hide, I would wish to remember it. Without my history, I fear I will become another person entirely. I would like to apologize for any misdeeds that are mine. So please, tell me everything. Tell me about the Conria we once called a home.
So different memories are indeed a practice part of a person's identity. So the karma we call home. Isaac. We've seen the flashback. The flashback time.
You seem to remember much.
Oh, never mind.
Could you tell me more about it? About our golden age?
So I know time.
Is that so? What a pity. But this will be quite sufficient, as long as the loom of fate heard what I could not.
Fate, what have you done? Tell me.
I'm afraid I owe you yet another apology, Dainsleif. You were right. I lied to you earlier.
Lied to me?
Your wits are too sharp to be fooled by me. The homeland hasn't yet been revived.
Ah.
In fact, even the ley line weaving is not yet complete.
Ah.
Think of ley lines as the collection of memories concerning a given place. To reweave Conria's ley lines as they were 500 years ago, we would somehow need to retrieve almost all the memories of Conria from that age. The loom of fate cannot weave without an abundant supply of memories. And so, we relied on everyone in the Abyss Order to provide what they could. Even though fragments are all that remain in most cases, the more we all share, the more that can be restored.
Of course, Dane had to talk about putting the phone on the charge because it was dying. So the Loom of Fate is running as we speak, and the recall. Okay, it's just repeating basically what he said.
Indeed, we are people in exile, stranded 500 years in the future. Will weave our homeland anew and bring the nation of our dreams back into the real world. Ah, what a glorious undertaking! What a shame it had to take this long. After 500 years, most of our memories have faded, and a world woven from broken memories shall itself be broken. Precisely, for you possess a ring left to you by your elder brother, which continuously resets your body's condition. Of course, your memories are susceptible to erosion just like ours. But of all Conrians who remain, you are sure to remember the most. We had to obtain the memories in your mind, whatever the price. Even if it meant sacrificing our entire army as bait.
So as your true goal is to learn me here, gain into. Yeah, I'm just gonna farm for this because I don't have time. I thought I was gonna finish it in time, but I am the slow reader, so he's just gonna basically reiterate what he's on, what their plans are.
Perhaps, but that is the gamble our Arceus has chosen to make. And thanks to you, the loom of fate has now finished weaving the ley lines. New Conria is complete!
Let's check. We've got like roughly 20 minutes left. And I have that time. Hopefully it's not more reading though.
It's Judith! Great! She's still here!
I wonder if I'm right and she's like sister in disguise. Ooh. It literally just triggered into it, okay. Oh, it's a cutscene, that's why. Floating cubes. Could this be the cataclysm? Is this where Right, so she really is?
We're not from the same world, are we?
Nope. Oh, you came from the wait, future?
Wait, but that's great! That means the world isn't going to end. In that case, tell me, what happens to Conria? What happens to my homeland?
Or was it I'm from the future?
No, wait. Don't answer that. We can only fight for our future. If the future is unknown, I still believe the Savior can turn things around.
I don't know about that.
I'll carry on looking for her, even if you're not there to protect me. Although, in a way, I've already found my savior. It's you. You protected me, and I believe you can protect us all. You're the one who can change everything. It's just too bad that we're not from the same time or place.
So it was a bunch of wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey stuff.
Oh, one last thing before I forget. I know how much you want to find your sister. Surely she must be desperate to find you too. So, is there anything you can give me as a memento? Proof that we met? That way when I do find her, I can convince her that you're also searching for her.
Memento. Ah, that would work. Wait.
Huh? What is it?
It's a Power Ranger morpher. It kind of looks like one, doesn't it? If this is her future, if this is her fate. Oh! Oh, it's not actually give the key to keep the key. Ooh, an actual choice. Wow, this is interesting. Is it going to be one of those things no matter what, it's going to be like, actually, no. I'm going to give her the key. This is her fate. Okay. Okay. What happened? Time stopped. It's our sister. And she's not voiced as well. Okay. Must have had this. I only know the ending. I've always been about the events that led up to it. When the cataclysm first began 500 years ago, as the princess of Khaenri'ah, that was to the past to fight back with all my might. But when this girl found me, the irony was that even as she begged me to save the world of the news of this and I was claimed that you were, but when she showed me the key to check your ooh. So we've been ever since I awoke in Tevat, since the whole time, and wanted to know you anyway, and the news that as I felt with the position, decided want to see you again, but Khaenri'ah was destroyed. I knew no matter what I chose, I would regret my decision for the rest of my days. So I steeled myself against the guilt and made my decision. I wanted to see you. But when I found you were still in hibernation, even the key to the chamber was still... as this was saying, I couldn't make sense of that. I was seeing, but there was no time to think. I just grabbed you and run. That's where we were right. We were right now. That's where we're right now in this moment. This question has hundreds. This question has haunted me for the past 500 years. I've never imagined the answer would come to me like this. So the Archons 500 years ago set everything in motion. You are mocking me in us together, but unfortunately it is of us 500 years apart. She hoped that the Savior would still come and save her world, but instead the news she brought led the Savior to make the opposite decision. How awful. This is her fate. This is how her story must end. Has Khaenri'ah really been revived? Not yet, but I've taken a very important steps now. The ley line of Khaenri'ah are complete. I'd always thought that Tevat's ley lines were taken by the heavenly principles, but no, more than we added. Okay. But when I learned that Natlan's Night Kingdom appeared to be an exception to the rule, it was. So I decided the Abyss to focus on attacking Natlan, buying me some time to enter the Night Kingdom and negate the Lord the Lord of the Night. Unfortunately, for other reasons, even the Night Kingdom could not honor my new ley line. The most I could get was some room to carry out the waving. Oh yeah. The Lord of the Night said before that even she couldn't ley lines. Still, I for the Lord of the Night, using the 500 years ago, okay, and pass. That's what I saw in my dreams. So she's not lying about that. That's at least. But what I don't understand is why did the Lord of the Night agree to this? After the new Kanra was released of the old June from the Abyssal members in the whole memory of the finally finished work. What hold in my hands is this the new This is of the lunar effect holding within each network of the new camera ley line. With this, as the camera can be restored again, rise again. One day I will find this host location for it. Why? I don't understand. Then, when I first arrived in Kanra 500 years ago, my memory was completely blank. It was only after I had served as the princess for many years that I slowly began to remember everything in the memories were erased. But recovering old memories didn't suddenly end the part of my life I spent in Kanra. I still see it as a second home. This is why my guilt weighs so heavily on me. But even so, the only half of my importantly, if I was to speak with the heavenly principles as an on equal, I would need them of an what's being. Ooh, oh, who's that? Was that the heavenly principles? Well, there's gonna be no voicing for this as well. Why? It just doesn't sound like you at all. It's the whole thing, your plan. I'm gonna have to read this stuff because I can't read and watch and read out loud. Disappeared again. Huh?
Our hero is back. Everyone's been waiting for you. The Abyss Order made a full retreat before our forces even arrived on the scene. All thanks to your efforts, no doubt. Oh, and Mr. Dainsliff's, of course. What's wrong? You look upset.
Paimon doesn't know the details either. The traveler just disappeared after taking Deirdre's hand. It was like they got sucked into another world.
That's exactly what happened.
Paimon was looking all over for him, and then he suddenly reappeared, right back in the same spot, but looking a lot more glum.
It's fine, I just... Sorry, just there floating on that smoozing.
I think I got the gist of what happened. Something to do with your sister? I spoke with the Lord of the Night in a dream just now, and learned quite a lot.
Huh? You met your sister?
I did.
And you didn't think to tell Paimon right away? Well, never mind. Paimon can see that you're pretty down right now. But let's go over everything later, alright?
What your sister accomplished? It all but defies comprehension. I was stunned when I heard about it too. But what surprised me the most was that the Lord of the Night actually chose to allow it.
Caught me off guard too.
The Lord of the Night did try to explain it to me, but in a word, it's complicated.
Seems like it.
During the war with the Abyss, Mawika had an argument with the captain. Mawika believed that we should fight to protect our culture and memories, while the captain believed the preservation of the ley lines should come before all else. So, the Lord of the Night was very intrigued when presented with the Loom of Fate, and informed of its ability to weave ley lines. She saw your sister's actions as a potential third option, namely to preserve an entire nation in the form of an atlas.
Preserve a nation? You've definitely lost me now.
You're not the only one.
It's gonna be like
Paimon's got no idea what's going on either.
Is it gonna be like some sort of like pocket dimension situation?
With that in mind, the Lord of the Night gave the go-ahead once she was satisfied that the Loom of Fate wouldn't have any real effect on Natlan. However, I believe she imposed an additional condition of her own.
An additional condition? Did she ask for something in return?
No idea. She wouldn't tell me what it was.
Huh.
Alright, well, let's not overthink this for now. We just won a war. Time for a well-earned drink to celebrate. I trust the Lord of the Night unreservedly. I'm sure she only involved herself to take a problem off our hands, so it's one less thing for us to worry about. Don't you agree, Traveler?
Your point?
Come on, let's head back to the Collective of Plenty. Oh, Veressa should be there too. We'll treat you to a real feast.
I'm sorry. It needs to be time alone.
Huh?
Eon-san, leave him be. This might be hard to understand for an extrovert like you, but some people need alone time to recharge every once in a while.
Traveler?
Oh, not quite done yet. Where are we going? Oh, back over here to where that cave was. We're almost done. Cutting it close for me, that's for sure. I mean, to be fair, I shouldn't have stopped sooner. I just figured it. I guess I was kind of hoping that the rest of the characters would be voiced, because that's what basically just slowed down the time, was my slow and poor reading skills. The main other reason is the heat wave. I don't know that's happening. Because tomorrow's gonna be even hotter than it is today, and I doubt I'm gonna be moved for streaming. So I just don't want to fuck. So I'm doing rush stuff till tomorrow or whenever the heat wave goes down. Bless them. I meant the cats. One of the cats is on the ground. Boy. It's near the fan, so he's been smart about it again. Sleep there. And that's that. Still stunned then. Yeah, okay, we've got a little bit of time. I think we'll do... Yeah, let's do one more roll and see if we get what's her face. Yeah, I think as much. Alright then. I guess we'll leave it for now. Let's just yeah, I'm gonna have to be very brief because, like I said, when I say I have to get ready at 3, sometimes I have to stop at just before 3 to give myself some time. So I'll be brief for today. But this is gonna be interesting to see where this goes future in the story. As far as like Paimon's voice actor, if it is to stay, I'll probably get eventually used to it. It is a shame when this stuff happens, but you know, it is what it is. Because someone is, I bet, hungry. Concussion is coming, okay? But yeah, as far as, because I was thinking we could do some of the story quests in Genshin, because I haven't done most of those. That could be something else to also do. I'm trying to pick stuff that's not going to cause me to sweat more as we play. But there's a good chance I might not stream at all, or it might be a short stream. Because like I said, when we start, it's not going to be that hot, and it wasn't. It's going to get hotter, and with tomorrow being around 29 degrees, it's going to be a bit much, because this fan thing is only helping by a small amount. Maybe I'll get both on at the same time. But as usual, if anything does change, I'll let you know in the Discord server or on the Blue Skies. So with that aside, he's looking at me, he wants food. I appreciate everyone who stopped by. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I will maybe see you tomorrow. Maybe we might do something more chilled because of the hot weather.